Hello guys, it's your Parnav here. How are you? How are you going? It's Tuesday, wristwatch check. I'm wearing my paddock. I'm wearing the black shirt. Bit of black dog. Guess what? I weighed myself today. 200 grams heavier than yesterday. Yeah, I had a croissant for breakfast. One croissant. And I had a large serve of dinner. And I only did a half walk yesterday. Look at that. What a bitch. What a bitch. What a bitch weight loss can be. What an absolute bitch. Absolute bitch it can be. Soda water, guys. Yeah, that's the way it is. It's calories. Intake and outtake. That's the way it goes. It's intake and outtake. So, yeah, you got to watch this stuff here. What's going on in the world of YouTube? Well, it's been pretty bleak. These are bleak times, guys. Very bleak times. It's tough. Tough. Very tough. You know, the world is not a friendly place. It's not friendly. It's not nice. It's vicious. Tapeworm 2000. I gotta tell you, it did some intestinal damage. Yep. What's new? What's new in the comments there, guys? What is happening today? It is a good... This is what it's absolutely like us post, guys. This is what it's like. See if we can get that Austin Daniels. What's the go with him? Come on my stream. We can build your YouTube profile. There we go. Who else do I want to get on the show today? Let's have a look here. Paul Thorpe, it's always too late when he wants to come on. James is a guy I'd like on. I'd like to talk to James. I'd like to know how is they watch consolidation going. Is he happy? Is it okay? The Clooney, I want to get Clooney on. The Bear, where is the Bear? Is he back from holidays yet? Bear Clooney, come back on. And what else have we got here? We got some very cool guys. Very cool. Very great guys. Juro Pow. I'd like to see Juro Pow. He was so cool, man. That guy was cool. We were chatting the watches. It was okay, man. It was okay. Here we go. We got a super chat. Super chat from Scott. Scott, £1.80. Please try and focus on quality guests. Yes, indeed. Okay. Fair score there, indeed. Yeah. Okay. We were quality guests. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Scott. You keep freezing, Arch. The internet's going okay. We just need some more guests on. Green room, where are you? Where is our green room? Green shroom, is he coming? I don't know. Is he coming or is he not coming? You tell me. The green room. The shroom. He's, I like the green room. He's fairly cool. I don't have a problem with the shroom. He's okay. We seem to be going okay there. I don't mind the shroom. Where is the shroom? We'll get him back on there. So what else is going on, guys? What else is going on? Well, this is the slowdown period between between holidays. I got to tell you, Sovereign, morning lads, get the Sovereign on. Come on, Sov. Sing for your supper. Sovereign, I'm taking Sovereign out next Monday. No wontons, those fatty wontons. You don't want to put the weight on. I got to talk to Sov about the weight loss. He's doing man, the guy is so skinny. It's not funny. He's a lovely, lovely, lovely guy. I was talking to who else? Plastic, the plastic guy. Sovereign, show us some more toys. Show us some toys. Where's Plastic? I don't know. I don't know where any of these fikers are, guys. This is the way it is. The way it is, guys. Where's Plastic? Plastic water pump? I don't know. Now, let's have a look here. What else is going on in the watch world? Well, you know what, guys? I got to tell you, this craziness that is watches, it's what? How do I put this? We've had the Rolex price rise. I tell you what, guys, we're going to see more price rises. Oh, we got someone who wants to join us. Who we got? We got ABC. How are you, man?
Hey, Arch, how's it going?
I put on 200 grams since yesterday.
I'll forget that. I think they say you shouldn't weigh yourself too frequently. Maybe twice a week tops.
I like to keep a day I like to keep an eye on it, just so if I go on a bit crazy, I can pull back. You know what I mean? I can pull back a bit.
I think it's one of those things that shouldn't be micromanaged. Otherwise, it's not effective.
Yep. I understand.
But in terms of what's happening in the watch world, guess what brand everyone's talking about?
What's that? Tell me this.
Rolex, isn't it? You know, they put their prices up. The speculation as to what's going to be there next year, what's not going to be there, and it's an amazing marketing machine. It's very, very phenomenal.
I completely get it, man.
But you know, I think Omega have got they've made some good moves. They've done some dumb shit things again, like making certain limited editions. Like for Rory McIlroy, they've made a limited edition.
I don't even know who Rory McIlroy is. Do you?
He's a Northern Irish golfer, but you know,
Did you hear about the $81,000 Omega?
Oh, I caught a glimpse of it on Timbo's stream.
Hey, hello, Marcelo. I'll bring it up. It's quite interesting. So it's a 321. Now, this is, I think you'd say, the ultimate in stealth wealth, okay? It's the ultimate in stealth. I'm just trying to get the image better for our screen here. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. So it's white gold. So for all intensive purposes, it looks like a standard Speedmaster broad arrow, but it's not. What do you think? Tell me what you think.
Until you do bicep curls with it, then you'll know.
It's 2020. So this is the Omega. It's for the brand's third entry into their flagship 321 series. We now have the first 1957 styled variant. Fuck, just like we don't need another variant. It's made of Omega's own version of white gold, which is 18-karat white gold with platinum, rhodium, and palladium.
Wow.
And which, after a fair amount of office debate...
This is expensive. How much is this?
81,000. And it's... I mean, look, It's
You
an
believe it's
incredible.
worth it to pay that money for Omega, Willie? You agree with
Look,
that, Touch?
look. You know
Marcelo,
what?
I saw you grilling meat with a Smurf on. That was so cool.
Yeah, but it's
Like
still
you
a
don't care.
Rolex. I
It's
mean, this
just
is
who
Omega.
cares?
No, but
Where
this
the
is
Smurf
Omega for that price.
grill meat. Nice.
I got
Touch,
to
what do
be
you think about this?
totally honest with you. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, look. The funny thing is, you know, there's a lot. Omega actually made a lot of these Speedmasters in very precious metals. We don't. They had a platinum skeletonized one.
Hmm.
Really?
Uh, they had a few
They
interesting
had a
pieces
platinum
there.
3-to-1, yeah,
I never
with a
came
kind
across
of
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Archie, ABC, Marcelo, how you guys going
Hey,
today?
Mike, the real Mike.
yeah, Mike.
Yeah, how's everything going? Hey, listen, Archie, I've started to make my coffins, you know, the ones I've been talking about, the ones to bury your competitors in. Just tell me, Archie, how many of those coffins do you want me to make?
Let's just slow down a bit, Mike.
Easy,
Oh, no
Tiger.
worries, man. I love you, Archie. You know, the shows bring me a lot of joy. I love coming on and talking to you about watches and life. And I just love you, man.
Hey, man, that's cool. No worries.
We love you too.
No worries at all there. No worries.
Have you
Thank you.
spoken to Tim lately? Is he starting to respect his wife and women at bars, or is he still acting out of
Uh,
control?
I don't know, man. It's look, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is.
Where I come from, you
Uh,
don't treat women like that, man.
yeah, I understand. I understand there. It's I think we've all got some skeletons in our closet there, you know. I mean, not all of us could get favors from girls at Fridays, you know. I certainly couldn't pull that trick off.
I don't know what you're talking about there, man. You know, this is Mike you're talking to.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, man, you know, look, maybe he's never had confidence before. Do you understand that? Maybe he never felt good about himself.
Sometimes alcohol can give you the false confidence, you know. It's a slippery slope into the abyss.
You know, maybe he just didn't. Maybe he feels used, okay? Maybe everywhere he's gone in life, it hasn't gone friendly for him, you know?
It's a good point, Pana. So that's why I love
Yeah.
coming on here, Archie. You
Yeah,
always
no,
make me learn something new.
no worries.
Hey,
ABC
Mike,
man.
what about your CNC guys? What are you discussing with them these days?
Oh, you know, all sorts of things, man. Yeah.
What are you going to get them to make next? First watch boxes, then coffins, engine parts. What else?
Oh
How
man, I
about
was
watches?
thinking, you know, maybe some executionist types equipment, or maybe a torture rack, you
What
know,
about electric chairs?
something. I think electric chair might be pushing the friendship, but I think that might be a good way to go in the future, you know.
You get a lot of business in certain states.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I would. What about down under, Archie? Do they have the electric chair down there?
No, we don't.
Okay, well we can do something about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
When did Australia
understand
get
that.
rid of the death penalty?
Oh, we got rid of the death penalty in the 1960s.
Oh, like
Like most of
Britain did.
the Western world did. Does the death penalty work? To be honest with you, the sad thing is, if you look at who goes on to death row, it's mainly black, poor, impoverished. Okay, that's who goes on death row.
Hmm.
And does it work as a deterrent? I'm not so sure.
Hmm.
I mean, I honestly,
is the old tradition way of punishment, right?
Japan has the death penalty, don't you?
I think you're right. I don't really follow. I wasn't a criminal yet. I don't know.
I think they got the death penalty for exposing themselves on YouTube and things like that.
Social death, that
Maybe
is.
maybe I will know. Maybe I will know soon. I don't know yet.
I gotta tell you guys. I gotta tell you, man. It's pretty damn. It's pretty damn difficult. This whole. I'll tell you something that's dying is my one super chat today. Can you
I'll
believe
tell
that?
you what's in America, Archie. You know, everybody's had to pay their taxes. You know, and they've all gone over their statements. You know, and they've looked at all their
Realize
expenses.
shit.
That's the problem. You know, this is all about the tax times, man. It's hard. You know, it's hard.
The tax is right. Also, the tax.
And you know, we got
there's a lot
inflation
of
now
shit
here.
now.
We got inflation over 7% a month. You know, it's getting harder and harder to buy bread. You know,
Make your own, man. Mike, I thought you'd make
Yeah.
your own bread.
I make my own bread.
yeah. You know, I've got to be careful now making bread. Do
Now
I
we can
use a
control how much
special
gluten
dough?
and
Or
sugar there is.
do I use my, you know, do I roll it with my fist? Or...
You can get a machine that does it. A bread making machine. You just put the flour in, the water.
Yeah. It
Hey,
makes
maybe
more
that's
bread.
what
know
I can
that.
get my new CNC guy to do. He might be able to help me make a bread machine. Yeah.
By the way, Mike, I think one of the coolest things about you is your hair. You just look so badass. That hairstyle.
Like I said, guys, you know, for $4, I'll shave it all off. For a $5 super chat, I'll shave it off.
No. 400. You're worth way more than that, man.
Holy shite! I gotta tell you, man. It's YouTube is a tough game. Thank you, Mike the Snake. There, we got a few in. Stephen Monash, ArchieLuxury, MTS, and Bird want to live in your street. Okay, who's MTS?
What is MTS?
Mike the Snake. Mike the Snake
It's
and
me,
Bird.
Mike the Snake.
That's Marcelo. Want to live
This
in
is
your
me,
street?
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Archie, if Hiromi says it's okay, I'd actually like to move in.
Okay.
I got a garden shed you can move in. It can't be any more messier than.
Arch, mute me for 5 minutes, Arch.
Okay. Ken Fresno, $5. Archie, mute Marcelo. Thank you. And we have got Floodland, $99.99, $2. 3 goat Aussies, 1 rod laver, 3 great Aussies, 1 rod laver, 2 Olivia Luton John, and number 3, AC3.
I don't know, Archie. I probably would have put you in that pile, you know. I think ArchieLuxury would be one of the great Aussies.
I thought Nicole
AC3,
Kidman.
he's put me in there. I am in there.
Wouldn't Nicole Kidman be
I
over
thought that was-
Olivia Newton-John?
I thought our AC3 was Adam Klymont.
Are you a fan of Nicole Kidman?
I didn't know she
He's
was Australian, actually.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. That
She's
Nick
from
Kidman.
Sydney. She's from Sydney.
He's a great actor, you know. He's got the long red hair. He's a
lot
really
of
good
Aussie
guy.
actors
Nick
and actors
Kidman.
have made it big. I think Margot Robbie's one of them.
Yeah. Also, that Anthony
Russell Crowe.
what's his name? Anthony you know, what's his name?
Yeah, the guy, Anthony Pelaliglios. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's good. I'm making him some equipment too for his basement. Yeah.
There's Guy Pearce. There's Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. How do you find Russell Crowe yourself there?
I don't know. I heard he's got a crazy watch collection. Is that true?
I think you'll find Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe gave most of his watches away in his divorce. Is that right, Archie?
He sold most of the crappy ones off.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
What's
I think
crappy
that's
in
what he
Russell
did.
Crowe's collection?
Yeah.
Squale.
The fact that
Mike,
they were
what do you
worn,
think
the
of
fact that they
Squale?
were worn by Russell Crowe makes them pretty crappy.
What do you think of Squale, Mike?
Squale is an interesting brand. They make good toothbrushes and things like that.
What do you think of Urban Gentry?
Yeah, she's a nice girl. She's quite good looking. I've seen a lot of her videos. She's good.
And Watch Gringo?
Yeah, I like him. He's a nice fellow. Very informative.
It reveals quite a lot, yeah? A lot of information.
Yeah, I think a lot of information can be had if you follow the right watch channels. I personally only watch Archie.
No, you watch Marcelo and Tim.
I think that's one of the other Mike the Snakes. That's not me. I only come on Archie.
I'm sure I've seen you on Marcelo's.
No, that's one of those. That's one of those goddamn fake mics. Those guys are hounding me, following me everywhere. I only come on the Archie show.
I think you've been impersonated by a lot of people.
I think
does it annoy you?
Well, sometimes it does, and then I think I'll just go and make myself some more equipment with my CNC guys.
Like, what about CNC Music Factory? Do you remember that pop group?
Yeah, they were great. I remember them. Yeah, I was part of that band for a long time.
You look like you could be part of the Eagles.
I think I could.
Because they're Californian.
Look who we got here. We got the
California.
Sovereign. We got Sovereign on. Hello,
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Ron,
G'day,
how are
mate.
you?
Good
Just
morning.
very quickly, I got a super chat to get there. Ken Fresno, $5. Arch, what do hemorrhoids and Rolexes have in common? Sooner or later, every hole gets one. Every a-hole gets
Sovereign.
one.
G'day, mate. Sovereign.
Mike the Snake,
g'day,
how are
mate.
you? How are you, Mike the Snake? Hey, listen, Mike.
G'day, Sovereign.
Hey, I can see you're staying off those wontons. You don't need wontons on our Monday feast, do you, Sov?
How's the weight loss going, Arch?
Okay, so I weighed myself today.
Yeah.
I put on 200 grams from yesterday.
Oh, well, that happens, man. Look, it doesn't, in any diet, if you're sitting around, 130, 140 kg?
Yeah.
Which is close to, 300 pound?
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Have you got the scales on the luxury carpet or on the hard floor?
Hard floor.
Hard floor, okay. Because if you're weighing them on the luxury carpet, you'll weigh a little bit lighter.
I know.
That's truth, mate. There's another gruff-voiced Aussie on the stream. This is Al Stewart from the Surf Club in Summer Bay.
Hey, Alf. I've heard a lot about you, man. You want me to make you some equipment, Alf?
Hey, speaking of surf, Mike, you should start making surfboards, mate.
Oh, I don't need a surfboard, man. No, that's what ironing boards are for, man. Just grab.
But you got the ponytail, you've got the
back.
goatee, you've got that devil may care attitude.
The ironing board is all you need, man. In California, throw it on the waves, and that's it, man. I also like to surf the web. That's where I do a lot of surfing these days.
I just find a lot of pommies and rub their face in it that they suck at cricket.
What's cricket, ABC? I mean, Alf. Explain it to me.
Cricket, who the hell's ABC's truth, mate? Anyway, cricket is this game that the Pommies made up and then put it all over the world and they sucked at it. Oh, that's kind of like every other sport, mate.
Yeah, I tell
What do you
what,
play the game with, Alf? Do you use a ball?
Yeah, they use a ball made out of cork and seam and leather, and then we've got bats made out of wood, willow wood. And then we've also got two sets of stumps.
Alf, whatever happened to Dennis Lilly's aluminium bat from the 1980s?
He probably got so much shock. He got tennis elbow or cricket elbow. The dag.
I remember watching that live actually when I was just a kid. Well, a teenager anyway. It was
Hey
great.
guys,
Lilly.
great
You
show.
remember Dennis
but,
Lilly?
guys,
DK
these
Lilly.
coffins ain't gonna make themselves. I've got to go now. Bye.
Dennis Keith Lilly,
you know Greg
355
Chappell.
test wickets.
Sovereign, you know Greg Chappell used to live in Chapel Hill, don't you?
Yes, that's right. Just down the road. Yeah.
Yeah, he was quite well off.
Oh, he wasn't. He was.
Chapel Hill was not a cheap area.
No, it was not. No.
That's always been one up from Jamboree Heights, or a couple up from Jamboree Heights or Jindalee, you know.
It's a different community to the Centenary suburbs, yes.
Slightly more, one's lower middle, one's upper middle. Would you say that?
Both flood the same.
Loose Tooth, $4.99. Mike, tell us about the luggage you are planning. What brand names are you planning?
Oh, there's Sob's dog in the background. Archie
There's
doesn't like
Sob's.
Sob's dog.
I don't understand why anyone would have pets you can't eat. Can you explain that to me? Why would you have pets you can't eat?
Explain to us Christmas Day in Ukraine when you used to go and eat your pet to celebrate. I don't get that, buddy. I just don't get that.
You know, but okay. It's just waste.
I'd never eat my galah or my koala.
So you're looking slim, man. How
Thanks,
is the
man.
weight?
Thanks,
How did you lose the weight loss? Surgeries,
I'm glad you
tablets?
asked. No.
Yes.
Look. So I've been a yo-yo dieter all my life. I started off
Yep.
as a skinny kid growing up. As I became a teenager, I started to become chubby, then became obese, and then became morbidly obese. In my late teens,
Sov,
maybe a lot. Hey?
Sov, just stop. You were always a strong, powerful man. Can we this fucking woke, obese, morbid Sov? You were always a weight role model for me. Can you just?
Well, no, I've got to tell the truth, Arch. You were asking, so I'm just telling the truth, man. I'll get a
Put
bit
some
more
weight
light.
on. I think did anyone say Alan Bond or Trump looked overweight and fat?
No, you've got to be honest with yourself. You look in the mirror and you always see a thinner person, right? And I realized as a late teenager that you weren't getting much action when you were sitting at like 20 plus stone, right? So
what's 20 plus stone? Can we work that out? What's that in kgs? I don't understand this. 20 stone.
Probably about your weight
kilos.
now, Arch.
Oh, 127. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Because in
enough.
those days, the scales were made in the 60s, and they only went up 20 stone because everyone was starved by the Depression. So they never made scales that went over 20 stone.
Yes. Good point.
Exactly why you couldn't fit into many English cars or you couldn't fit into Japanese cars at the time. Anyway, I digress. So I started a crash weight loss program. I used to eat 2 Weet Bix a day for, it was like 3 months, 2 dry Weet Bix a day as a teenager.
No other vegetables?
No, I didn't like vegetables back then. No.
You like vegetables? Okay, so we digress. 2 Weet Bix a day. That's all you ate?
2 dry Weet Bix a day, yes.
With
and
milk?
No, dry.
Fuck.
Chafed in the throat.
And what happened then?
I lost a whole heap of weight, right? And then I was a happy young man, adolescent, healthy, happy relationships, all that type of thing. As you get older, you become more familiar in life. You become more successful. With more success, you have a little bit more easy living, comfortable living, and you start to eat more. And then you have to have an epiphany to realize that once again, you are no longer back at your target weight and you're back to that horrible weight again. So once again, on the diet. So this is probably my third yo-yo in life, third big yo-yo. So I've been as skinny as 86 kilos and as fat as about 160.
And, but you're very tall. Let's be honest. You're very tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", and you can carry the weight a little bit better. But you just weight loss isn't physical. It's mental. There has to be a switch in your head. Mental. You have to realize that just one day you look at yourself in the mirror, your pot gut, you pull up the folds. You can't. It's a mental switch that has to go off in your head. Until you can flick that switch, you will not be successful. It doesn't matter how much weight loss talk or plans or diets and that. Losing weight it's mental, not physical.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. So what do you do now? Just very quickly, Ken Fresno, what's the go with that Chico roll warmer, Mr. GMT?
Chico roll, cabbage.
What did you think of Chico rolls when they first came out, when you tried your first Chico roll? When did you try it and where were you? I thought it was amazing. I thought it was fucking amazing. The pepper, the salt, the MSG, and it was in a nice... Sure.
Yeah. It would have been in primary school, probably about grade 3, and it would have been probably when I was staying over at a mate's place, and you go down to the fish and chip shop on Friday night and grab something. So we probably grabbed a couple of Chico rolls back then. So
what did you think of them?
Around about the time of Joe's dismissal. So it would have been in the 70s, yeah.
No, Joe's dismissal was 1989.
No, not Joe's dismissal. Goff's dismissal. Sorry, Goff's.
That was 75.
Yeah. No, 74, 75. Yeah. So around
75.
About that, yeah.
When was Goff dismissed? 75, wasn't it?
I thought it was before the floods in 74. Goff's dismissal. Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, mate.
I'm just having a look. I'm just Googling it. Just hang on now. 1975. October
75.
to November 75.
You're right. There you go.
No, I've forgotten when Tom died, I need to Google that too.
So, tell me this. What did you think of the Chico roll when you first tasted it?
I like their advertising they had in the 80s when they
they had that sexy girl on the motorbikes.
The
Yamaha.
Banned,
I remember it was...
Yeah, Yamaha Vigoro, I think it was. They were
Why did they get banned?
Oh, it was just too phallic. They were using the Chico roll as basically a phallic symbol.
Yes, we know what it is.
Yeah.
We're allowed to use posh words like phallic.
Your internet's still shit too, Archie. You're dropping plenty of frames, mate.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's okay. Yeah. It's like weight loss. I don't want to hear it, but fuck. Okay, thank you. I think I know what's wrong. 1 minute.
Archie's away. He's wearing pants today. That's good. So ABC, what's the what are those pommy bastards?
This is Al Stewart from the Surf Club, mate.
Alf, if you could ask ABC, mate, what's a pommy's?
Believe it or not, that should make a big difference because I had this steel door that was blocking my signal. How is it now?
Oh, I'll let you know. I'll keep an eye on you. We'll go from there.
Ghost of Goff. Who's this?
May God save the Queen, because nothing will save
the Governor General.
They destroyed my career, Archie. I was spending money hand over fist, giving rights to people that didn't deserve them. And then they sacked me. How dare they?
Bastards.
He was a tall guy, Goff, as well,
Goff was a big man, but Mel Fraser was taller, though.
Mel Fraser was taller?
Yeah, he was quite tall, Mel Fraser. I think he was about my height.
Do you remember when Fraser was
So Ken Fresno, he is right. What's the go with the Chico roll warmer? Chico rolls taste better after they've been in a hot box for about 4 hours. They've just dried out a bit, and the end has got a little bit crustier and a little bit gnarlier and a little bit chewier. Just a little bit. So
what do Chico rolls consist of? What is in a Chico roll? Can I ask
Primarily
you that?
cabbage, carrot, onion, herbs and spices, fried in a lot of grease.
Yeah, so guys, I'm just going to bring a picture up of this legendary food stuff because you Americans may not have ever seen a Chico roll. These are a legendary Australian food, which I've actually done some research on the Chico roll, Sov. These were invented by a boilermaker in Melbourne in the 50s.
Wagga Wagga, I thought they came from Wagga Wagga.
And he designed it so you could go to the MCG, have a beer in one hand and a snack, a savory snack in the other. Beer, snack. Now, the thing is, he originally called it the chicken roll, but because it had absolutely no chicken in it whatsoever, it had to be renamed. Hence the Chico roll. Now, let me tell you, this is an Australian legendary. So this is what a Chico roll is, okay?
But Chico
so it's a
is
savory.
No, we're going to be in trouble here.
Fuck it. Now,
Chico
here. That's that girl on the motorbike.
Yep,
that's the girl on the motorbike.
Yeah.
Chico hit the spot.
That was the ad that got banned.
She wasn't that bad.
It was ran. Also, Windsor Smith ads were around about this from the same advertising company, I believe. That also the shoes also got banned.
Windsor
at the same
Smith.
Time.
They were kind of mediocre shoes, weren't they? Mediocre.
They were. They weren't high end stuff. No.
They were okay. They weren't garbage.
You need to explain to these flaming Yanks what pommies are and the
now
MCG.
this is Chico. This is a Dagwood dog. Dagwood dogs are different to Chico rolls. Just for clarification, there.
More corn dogs in the US.
Yeah, corn dogs.
Also known as Pluto pups.
Pluto pups. Yes.
Pluto pups. Yes.
You can't knock the roll, Chico. Look at this. This is the original. Look at that. The original advertise. Look at that. And what sort of bike was that? Is it a Vincent or what's that?
Looks like a Pommy bike. I can't tell from here.
Looks like sorry, they've cut the picture off. I'm trying to see if it's leaking oil over the place because it'd be a Pommy bike. You know,
Vale Onslow.
Now, the other thing is they also had the girl, right? Remember the different advertising? The Chico roll. Because the truth is, these make you fat, don't they?
Chico rolls? Not so much the Chico roll.
Now, what about the girl on the dragster? Do you remember the girl on the dragster?
See, the reason the Chico roll is so tasty is because of the style of the pastry, and the pastry absorbs almost 100% saturation of oil. So that...
Remember the Chico roll holder? You could get a Chico roll
Yes,
holder?
you could, Chico roll holder, yeah.
You remember that? Or
I think Mark Goldberg had one of those on his channel too.
Chico handy holder. Look at that. 5 fingers, portable, grippable, and unopposable thumb. What did you think? And remember the Sandman Chico? Did you know that?
Hang on, I've just got to be back in a second. There's a comment there. I've just got to refer to. Can you excuse me for a second, gentlemen?
Sure. So, IREX guy. Let's get the IREX guy on there. I tell you what, it's funny. ABC, are you there? ABC,
No.
Are you there?
Yeah,
ABC.
yeah.
Did you ever have Chico rolls in the UK?
No. We used to have proper stuff. We've got things called Savloys, which are these coated sausages from chip shops.
Yeah, no. That's not the same. That's not the Chico roll was made of vegetables. Do you understand?
What?
Look what's inside here.
By the way. It sounds hit.
No.
Putrid.
It had carrot. It had cabbage. It had what else did it have in there, Sov? I mean, I think some beans. What did it have in there? What's the ingredients? Look, this is the Chico roll. 4 original Chico rolls, and you had a Chico roll holder. Look at that. Irex guy. How are you, Irex?
Good evening. How are you
Do
doing?
you reckon you could cook a Chico roll in the air fryer?
I could cook anything in an air fryer, man.
Man, how is the channel going? Can I ask you that?
Oh, it's actually, I've been doing a lot of Tudor and Rolex for my timepieces for tomorrow videos.
Is that improving or not? Seriously, man.
Yeah, no, seriously, it is. I've got one video why Tudor has a major perception problem. It's already up to 586 views, and
Okay.
that one's doing pretty good. All the recent ones have been well over 100. I've got just a bunch of Tudor and Rolex videos.
Tudor, tuna, and Rolex.
Tuna, that's right.
Tuna. Hey, Sov. Is Sov's coming back on here? We're talking Aussie foods today.
I'm still here also.
Oh, thank you, we got PNW. Trapper John.
How are you?
You on a motorbike? What are you doing?
Snowmobile.
Gone. Sov.
Yes,
Sov,
Arch. Yes, mate.
It's actually making me feel happy, okay? Childhood. I remember I was at Dicky Beach. You know Dicky Beach?
Yeah, Dicky Beach, yep.
Named after the SS Dicky. That was that German supply ship that ran aground at Caloundra, hence the name SS Dicky, hence the name Dicky's Beach.
Was it a steamship?
I think it might have been, yes. Yes,
Because
it was a cargo vessel.
There was also Dicky Towels as well.
No. This was named after the ship. Remember the wreck? The wreck. It was there for years.
Yeah.
It was an iron vessel. You know.
Now listen, just for some of the punters, they said that I'm such an old-fashioned bastard. I probably still carry $1 and $2 notes in my pocket. There you go. There it is. The old Aussie $1 note from when you were a boy, Archie. You would have.
I remember them.
You would have been given that for a tuck shop. Yeah, and it would have. Yep. There you go.
Gotcha. A donut, iced donut was 20 cents.
And
Does
some
Australian
indigenous
currency still have the Queen on it?
Yes, it does.
Very young Queen. Yeah.
Here we go. The SS Dicky was a coastal trader that operated in and around Australia from at least 1887 until its loss in 1893. The loss of SS Dicky was deemed to be the result of a combination of bad weather and poor judgment. The vessel left Rockhampton on the 1st of February 1893, bound for Brisbane. And farewell, SS Dicky. The Dicky itself, farewell, looking back on the history of the Dicky, I got to tell you, the Dicky itself, I'll just bring up some. Have you ever seen photos of the Dicky itself?
Oh, I don't like watching photos of Dickies, mate.
This is the SS Dicky. So look at that. There we go. Look at that. This is how it was originally. Look at that.
When was that? Early 1900s?
1900s, yeah, 1900s. Yep. Look at that. It was and that there is, it's starting to decompose, right? The rust, you know. SS Dicky. Look at that. That was the vessel.
Yeah.
It took years for it to go. I remember that as a kid.
You're not thinking about the Cherry Venture, are you, Archie?
No. Dicky. We used to go to Dicky Beach.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
That was that because you could camp there. They had a campground.
Yep.
Not that you Anglo-Saxon wasps would know about that, but you know, us ethnics. No. Us ethnics used to camp there, right? It was cheap.
I don't mind camping under the stars, under stars. More like 5 stars. I'd like to camp under. But,
it wasn't a Carry On movie. This isn't a Carry On movie we're talking about. This was our life.
Hey, here's another one for you, Archie. You remember that, mate? The 10 shilling note before you went to decimal currency. 10 shillings.
You had a 10 shilling. Give us a look. 10 shilling.
10
wow.
shilling note. There you
so
go.
When they converted over, basically they would double. 10 shillings would be 20 cents.
It was base 12. There was 12, right?
But so £1 was worth $2.
There was 12 pence to a shilling.
12 pence. England still uses that, you know?
No, they don't. They have new decimal currency. They went to 10 pence to a shilling instead of 12.
Yeah,
in the 70s.
that's right. Yep.
Oh,
The
I
old 10p used
see.
to have 1 shilling on there.
Wow.
So
We used to have a
amazing.
half
sixpence
penny.
became 5 cents.
I see.
Yeah.
So the SS Dicky, it became a public health safety. They deemed it a public and they removed the Dicky. They removed it. There were still pieces of wood on the Dicky in the 40s. The council, 180,000 to remove the Dicky.
Do you think it's sunk? Do you think it's sunk because it had concrete on it?
No, it wasn't a.
Can't believe I just said sinked.
It's just amazing. It's an amazing vessel. It was a German vessel. You know that?
German. That's why it lasted so long, Arch. German engineering.
Yes. It's not like that German axe that my granddad stole.
Oh, we can't talk about the old days, Arch. There's no money coming in, mate. There's no money coming in. We can't talk about the old days. We can't have story time with Sov.
Can't have
I was going to show you some more
Sov.
toys today too, but we can't do that. The punters don't like it. The punters don't like it.
Sov.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you there. I'm just bringing this up here, okay?
Serious question. Have you had to
Yes, mate.
resize any of your watches after losing weight?
Yes, I have. Actually, last weekend I was in at the AD down on the Goldie, and I've got an oyster bracelet on it, and I had to get 2 links taken out of it. Absolutely.
Wow.
I've got to get all the others done now too. So,
do you remember Dracula Cola, Sov? It was in the 80s. It was a bit of a flop.
yes, I do.
You do remember Dracula Cola?
Yes.
Did you particularly like Dracula Cola?
No, I did not. There was a few colas that came out and went, but Golden Circle came out with one called Go Cola. There was Jolt Cola as well. There was quite a few different colas. There was
I remember Jolt.
There was Clear Cola. There was also Bart Cola, Bart Simpson Cola as well.
Remember Pepsi Blue? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was a flop. Yeah.
What went wrong with Pepsi Blue?
It's just not a natural food color, so people don't like to drink it or eat it or buy it.
Do you have RC Cola in Australia?
Royal Crown Cola, that was out in the 70s. Yeah, that went bust as well too.
You can still get it in the United States.
I got to tell you, I like. Do you remember Tab? Remember Tab? That was an awful drink, don't you think? Tab.
Yep.
Well, it was their first
Sugar-free.
drink. It had saccharin in it as a sweetener, so it had a very
Remember this woman here? I wanted the woman, not the drink.
aftertaste.
Look at that. She was gorgeous, wasn't she?
Let me have a better look at her, Arch. That's from the 60s. She's got a beehive hairdo, and also the cans are solid metal with a welded seam on them. So that is a really old ad. That.
Sov knows his cans, don't you?
Do you remember the cans that came out in the very early 70s?
There we go, Sov. Can you see that better? Look
Yes,
at
I
that.
can. Remember the cans that came out in the very early 70s? Could have even been the late 60s when they did away with the ring pull and they had the 2 little buttons on them. You used to press
the two
one
top,
button,
press one,
2 top
and the other one.
buttons.
What happened to them?
Oh, they disappeared. Look, I can remember I was at a school dance once, and every teenager has a tragic story about the school dance. And at our school, you couldn't go unless you had a partner. So I was a fat little sweaty bastard kid. So I just anyway. Cut a long story short, it was in the middle of summer. The hall was about in centigrade, about 102 degrees inside. So it was just so hot. And all I can remember was they had cans of soft drink, and this is when they had the steel cans in like an ice tub.
Who did you take?
Who did I take?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember her name. I think it was Jenny, I think.
Where did you meet her from?
Well, but just to get back from the story, you had to ask someone from your own school, right? So just to get back to the story, I can remember there was a can of drink there, so pull the ring pull off. In those days, they weren't captive. They used to peel off altogether, and you weren't allowed to litter at school, so you put it back inside. And it was that hot that I can remember just sculling the drink. And then just as about I finished, I thought, oh, geez, that's so nice. It's so cold and so icy. I can still feel a slither of ice in my throat. and it wasn't. I'd swallowed the aluminium ring.
And what
pull.
happened then?
Well, as it happens, you start spitting blood, and your esophagus tries to drag it down inside your stomach.
So what happens?
So then you're lying down in the school dance, and they're trying to pull your jaw open and fish out a fish hook.
What happened in the end?
I eventually got it out. Yeah, and spitting blood for the rest of the night. But you couldn't pass up a good school dance, right? Yeah.
So we $3 solved. That woman is 80s leotard gym.
No, it's not. It's not. It is not. That if you have a look, 80s leotards were cut much higher. And if you have a look at her hairdo, it's a beehive. It's not a bun. And that style of riding, cans are actually pressed metal. They're not aluminium. I'm really thinking that is from the early 70s, that advert.
Here's a woke comment here. Stay in his mind. Don't be a fatso. Look at this. Stay in his mind. How's that? Stay in his mind. I like the way they do this conditioning. This has led to anorexia, Remember Al McPherson did the tab ad. Do you remember that?
The only reason they are using sugar-free now is to beat the sugar tax, which is eventually coming, and most of the states have it. Would that be right?
What's that? Sorry, say that?
The sugar tax. Have you got sugar tax in the States?
Not yet, but I think you're right. I think it's coming here.
Yeah.
We do
just
Britain.
1 calorie. Where's the 1 calorie in tab? Tell me that.
It's the white can, right? The diet one.
1 calorie for tab. Remember this? Delvine Delaney. Shit. I loved her.
She was very kind to the eye in the early 80s and the late 70s, yes.
What happened to Delvine Delaney?
She's still alive. Strop's dead, though, unfortunately.
With a smashing, dashing, swinging, flinging, glamorous 20,000 new you. This is the tab.
Delvine would have to be... pull it up, Arch. How old is Delvine? She'd be well into her 70s now, Delvine, I think.
She's the Aussie Joan Collins.
Better than Joan Collins. She was gorgeous.
Yes, she was.
Absolutely gorgeous.
She was in The Young Doctors at one point, wasn't she?
Yes.
She was in a lot of things.
She was on Paul Hogan's show, but also Young Doctors.
Yes, she was, because she was
married
to
John Cornell. She was John Cornell. And John Cornell was the brains behind Paul Hogan. So John, he was...
John Cornell was involved in Crocodile Dundee too, wasn't he?
He was involved in... He was just about
Everything.
involved with everything that Paul Hogan did.
I see.
You remember
Where's
those?
Paul Hogan from?
Australia, mate.
Yeah, but whereabouts? Is he up north in the outback?
Oh, I think he was Sydney, wasn't he?
This is Delvine Delaney and her husband, John There we go. That's before... That's taken before he died. When did he die?
Oh, it was just only a couple of years ago.
She's still got good-looking older lady, isn't she? No?
You'd give that a squirt, wouldn't you, Arch?
Yep.
Television royalty. And that's them as a family. Holy shit, what a lovely family. No shoes on, but
couldn't afford shoes back then. Couldn't afford to.
They
Just
were
a poor
loaded.
boy
They
from
made
a
a
poor
lot of
family.
money. They made a lot of money, believe you me. That's
Remember
that's
Paul
Delvine.
Hogan
How I remember. Look at that short. That was.
Stop touching her up with the mouse, Arch.
Do you remember this Paul Hogan character called Leo Wanker?
Leo Wanker, yes.
Leo Wanker,
He was a race car driver, wasn't he?
No, he's a stuntman. He was a stuntman. Stuntman. Yes.
She's aged a bit.
It's been a few decades, surely.
Oh, definitely. She was amazing. Remember, she was also on the Tony Barber. Remember the sale of the century?
No, it was called The Great Temptation back then.
It wasn't called Sale of the Century?
Oh, well, the show was, yes, it was called The Sale of the Century, but before that it was called The Great Temptation. It was exactly the same show, but it was just renamed.
What happened to Tony Barber?
He's passed away too, about 12 years ago, I think.
He was, I used to like him on Sale of the Century. That's when I discovered Mercedes-Benz. Sale.
Sale of the, they were the first game show to give away Mercedes-Benz in Australia. Yes.
Is that right?
But then too, they were the first people to give away a plasma TV set. And back in the early, must have been like back in the early 90s, they were like 6,000 Australian dollars back then. So it was equivalent of like $25,000.
So what happened to Paul Hogan? The funny thing is, with
Nolene's still going.
How would you look at this? Wouldn't you like to just undo that shirt? Fuck.
I really don't think you need to, Arch.
It's absolutely amazing, really.
That black and white scene there, that was always the one where they always used to live together, and Strop used to make his toast in the morning. He had a piece of asbestos with a nail in it, and he'd get out the oxy welder and he'd hit it with a blowtorch for about 5 seconds, and they'd have their toast.
That's right.
Yeah.
He played a guy with a nervous twitch, right?
Strop, yes, absolutely, yes. Yeah. And he had a nervous twitch and a speech impediment.
Hey, Hogs.
Arch, I think we're boring the punters, mate. They want some watch talk. I don't think they're here for Australian culture from the 70s.
Speaking of that, have you heard of, remember those potato chips called Olean? Wow, with Olean in them?
Olean.
We had
Olean.
We had Frito-Lay.
Olean.
Well,
Jimmy.
Olean was like it was an artificial. They were supposed to be healthier, but they were recalled. You know why they were recalled?
Because they were worse.
Anal leakage. They would make you leak.
Here we go.
Look it up.
That's how you get
lead.
lead.
$3. Sov, you're wrong. Okay, we did that one already.
All right, I apologize if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I just want to say something there very, very quickly there, Sov. Just get back onto topic here.
Yep, go on.
So he died. Okay, so Strop died, right? He was 80. That's not terrible, is it? How long do you want to live for, Sov?
Well, that's only 20 years away from me, champ. I still like to go a bit
Delvine
better than
Delaney's age, how old is she? Does she come up? How old is she? Let's have a look. 70. She's 70. She's born in 51.
Not that old.
Tony Barber, 81.
Can someone buy me?
He was born in 1940.
Glenmorangie, nice. Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, it's good stuff. Do you have a review of it on Eric's Guide?
He's still alive. Tony Barber's still alive.
Not yet.
Seriously?
Well, it hasn't got his death there.
Oh, I thought he'd passed away. It must have been another game show host. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're talking about Ernie Squigley.
Ernie Sigley, yes. Ernie Sigley, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
He was a bit of a gambler.
Yeah, he had that massive gap in his front teeth and a real bad
but
haircut.
he was never Tony Barber material, was he?
No, he was more popular in the southern states, not so much in Queensland. More a Melbourne icon, yeah.
Do you remember
Tony
Richie
Barber
Benno?
was also a singer, you know that?
Richie Benno. Do you remember Richie Benno?
Richie, yes, old loose lips Benno.
What good for the Pakistanis?
Richie Benno, his bottom lip was like a flat tire and his top lip was like a razor blade.
Bright Blue comment, $2. This is making me long for a dieting talk. And we've also got Racing R, $5. Arch, your thoughts on the $81,000 Amiga Speedmaster launch today? Yes, we were talking about that. Did you see that? That was on Houdinki. Did you see that?
Is that US or Aussie?
I'd say that'd be US, man.
So that's over 100,000 Australian.
Yes. What do you think?
What do you think about that?
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
It's white gold. Okay, this is it here. Okay, it's white gold.
Yeah.
It's Amiga.
So it's a broad arrow.
Yes.
Yeah, it uses a 3-2-1 movement. 3-2-1.
Yeah,
the broad arrows didn't.
They've gone back to the old-fashioned Omega symbol as well too. From
but this is another variation. No, this is another variation because this is the 1957 themed variant. That's why they use the old logo.
They've got a 2 sub-dial chrono in that style as well. They call it the Speedmaster 57.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I
got to tell you, I like it. I think
what's the
this
bezel
is
made out of?
It's all gold, white gold.
Is it white gold, or did you say palladium?
No. They use a special mix. Omega's white gold mix uses platinum, palladium. It's an alloy.
Just real quick, let me give you guys some
super chat there. Super chat
rundown.
Ian.
Oh, Anthax. Anthax, $2. Sob's thinking of Ian Turpey. Died 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the guy. He used to do Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, he used to give away fucking Nissan Sunbirds. They were never W123s.
His nickname was Terps. Yeah.
Terps. Yeah, and you know, Baby John Burgess.
Yeah, Baby John. Wheel of Sport. Wheel of Fortune.
Yes,
Burjo Spin. Burjo Spin.
You know, Baby John had a Ferrari. He used to live at the Gold Coast.
Yeah. Adriana Xenidus too. Remember her? Adriana Xenidus.
She was just mad as a cut snake.
Oh, but I tell you what, you give it a chance. She was a very attractive woman in a day. Very attractive woman in a day.
Who's that?
She died from mental illness. Yeah.
Who was that?
Adriana Xenidus.
Or was she Greek originally?
She died.
What made you think that?
It's just a hunch. It's my multicultural education.
So did she really die of mental illness?
Well, that's what caused it. Yeah, that was. Yeah, she was.
She committed suicide, was it, or what?
Yeah, pull it up, Arch.
That's just terrible. I would pull it up if I knew how to spell it. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I think
we'll have to get Mr. GMT.
How do I spell it? Adriana.
Xenid.
How the fuck do I spell
Xeni? I think it'd be Xeni.
Xeni.
Yeah.
I think we were exposed to so much more Aussie and American TV in Britain because we only had 4 channels.
Ah, there you go. There she is.
She was beautiful. And there we go. Ian Turpey giving away a bloody Nissan. Jesus Christ.
Get back to Adriana. Forget Terps. Get back to Adriana when she was young. Forget when she was old. Because she got bloated. Quickly,
she was Marcelo. 2,400 yen. That's $24. Thank you for your support, AC3. Is always be the king. Hey, thank you, Marcelo. Marcelo, we love you. We always
all the time.
Marcelo.
Archie. When is Marcelo time?
All the time. Yeah, RP Jake, $10. Happy New Year, Fat Fike. Stay well. Thank you. And Diego M, $2. Tim, check your Instagram.
I just opened it as he said that.
Now, just out of interest there, when did she die exactly there? I want to ask you that.
It's maybe 15 years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago.
I'll just have a look. We'll just have a look when she died. What the hell happened?
Somewhere between
10
and
and
15
Liverpool.
years ago.
She put on a bit of weight.
Yeah. Get back to when she was younger, Arch. I don't want to see those horrible
56 to 2010.
She had alcoholism problems and substance abuse and all that type of thing.
You know what the problem is with some of these people? Gastroviral infection. Ruptured intestine. So she was an alcoholic or what?
Yes. Substance abuse, yeah.
What went wrong?
Mental health issues. So she just
54.
Yep, she just self-medicated with too much alcohol and too many sedatives, calmatives, whatever you want to call them.
You know what the problem with these people is, but here we go. Which one did I miss?
The bright blue comet.
Bright blue comet. I once had edibles with Canopus Gold. What is Canopus Gold?
Cannabis. You have to be on cannabis to buy one of these Omegas. By the way, Art, you know what Canopus Gold means? You know what cannabis means?
What's that?
Cannabis, apparently, I did some digging on Google. Apparently, that's the second brightest star in the galaxy, which kind of shows Omega's enthusiasm. They know they're number 2. They accepted it.
Just one quick. Sav, I wanted to ask you something. One thing I'm going to ask a man of wisdom like you.
Did you miss another super chat before that?
Oh, did you remember? Sorry, let's get this super chat fixed up. Sobs, no, we did that one.
Oh, Scott, I voted for the AD being 80s. No, Scott, it's like way up. Wait, it's before my time.
So I wanted to ask you one thing. You remember the Grim Reaper? In Australia we had the AIDS.
the
when AIDS
advertising
came
campaign.
Out.
Oh,
the
man.
Grim Reaper.
It's just like
always use a condom. Remember that?
You just get to your late teens and you just start to see a bit of action and you drop some weight, and then the next minute the Grim Reaper's coming there and they say, "Knees together, girls." Holy
and remember, always use condoms at the time had an Oxynol 9. Remember they had an Oxynol 9?
Yes.
Now, I wanted to ask you, what happened to an Oxynol 10, 11, 12?
Stung like a bastard, I tell you. Jesus, it was like dipping your old fella in bloody high octane. Oh,
now, what happened to an Oxynol 9? Shouldn't we be up to an Oxynol 40 now? What should
these young people think that the pandemic has put an end to their sex life? The AIDS epidemic at the time was just nothing.
That was What happened to an Oxynol 9?
I don't know. I never. I think I got married and didn't have to worry about
an Oxynol. You know what I mean? When the fuck did they bring out an Oxynol? We should be up to about an Oxynol 15 by now, shouldn't we?
And what happened to 1 to 8?
1 to 8? What's that?
Well, an Oxyl 1 all the way through to an Oxyl 8.
Oh yeah. That wasn't. It was less effective.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Same time Dingo got my baby.
I remember reading that. I remember my parents were upset with my reading. They said, right, you're going to start reading the newspaper. It was 1981 or something. I remember at Dickey Beach. I was at Dickey Beach in the tent. They said, start reading newspapers to improve your English grades. And I think it was the Sunday Sun, Sov. They used to...
Sunday Sun and the Sunday Mail. Yeah, the Sunday Mail.
That was the more upmarket version. That was for you...
and the Sunday Sun was more of a casual read. Yeah.
I think I need to read some of those Sunday papers to understand.
Sunday Mail was a Murdoch press.
This is way over my head.
Who was the Sunday Sun?
Sunday Sun.
That was an independent, wasn't it?
In the valley, it used to be. They used to have the press in the corner of the valley there.
That's correct. They've renamed that building. Did they honestly? They actually used to print the bloody thing there.
Yes, they did. Absolutely.
And they had the journalists there too.
They had everything in the building. There was journalists, typeset, compositors, printers, everything. Yeah.
They weren't part of Fairfax, were they?
They were in the end, Fairfax. They were. I don't know how they started out, but Fairfax was Sunday. Marcelo, yes.
I'm going to send the...
Cheers, Marcelo. Cheers, Marcelo. When is Marcelo time?
Every
when is
time
Marcelo
is
time?
Marcelo time.
Guys, I'll speak to you guys later, yeah?
Thank you. RPM, $7. What was the name of the Aussie sitcom that had a bald guy living with his mum? Remember it on PBS in the 80s?
It was called Mother and Son. Gary McDonald.
Oh, Mother and Son. Yes, yes, that was on our 8. That was that was Gary
McDonald. He played Norman Gunston. Yeah.
Fuck me dead.
Yes, he's the one who at the Gough Whitlam dismissal he put the mic. Bob Hawke told him to piss off. Remember that?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was a funny
serious journalist here, didn't he? He spoke to Gough. What happened?
He used to do a lot of interviews. The most controversial one is Boy George. If you ever look up something funny, have a look up the Boy George Norman Gunston interview. It just ends as a total rail crash.
What happened in the end? What happened there with that interview?
I don't want to upset the punters. They can look it up themselves. Yeah.
Norman Gunston, he had some bad depression. Gary McDonald had bad depression.
Well, if you had that haircut, absolutely, yeah.
No, but he was very, very popular in the 70s.
Speaking of haircuts, Timmy, how's yours going, mate?
It's going badly, Sav. It's going badly.
Why's that? Don't you like it?
Poison. It's rating.
Well,
poison.
your hair will grow back thicker, stronger. It'll be like Irex, guys. See how his is all thick and prickly and that?
Shout out.
Huge.
Sav,
it's like a bush. You give it a good trim back and it comes back harder and faster.
Well, William Money has bought me some Rogaine stuff to put on the head to grow it back faster. By the way, Arch. I'm in the works with Cars and Chrono. Cars is going to drop by sometime, maybe next week, to start a fundraiser to shave your head.
Well, Arch, look in your Arch and team. Look in, guys. Look in your phone. 1 second. Look what I send you guys.
No, I sold that one already. No big deal. That's okay.
What happened?
We wish him well. That's okay.
What did Marcelo do?
There you go, lads. There's Fat Sov.
Oh, where's this? I don't see anything wrong with that. What's wrong with that? You
That's
don't look
Fat
bad
Sov.
there, Sov. You don't look bad. What the fuck's the problem?
There's Fat Sov.
Honestly, I don't see what you mean.
Oh, that looks like my haircut. You stole my shtick before I even did it.
Well, that's Fat Sov. Yeah, you don't want any of that, boys.
Amazing.
You look perfectly fine to me, Sov. I don't know what this mental illness you've got.
So you're serious about this weight loss, man, or is it just stick? Because you've had. You know what I really miss, Arch? I really miss the unemployment vlogs. Archie Unemployed. You haven't done that for ages.
We still need the fried wontons on Monday, Archie.
No. I got to tell you this. I'm happy to order some wontons for you and Sov. I'm not going to eat fried stuff. That's just see when you actually cross this thing and you realize, hey, I want to lose some weight. You've got to realize how many calories are in that fried fucking thing. I mean, I can eat one or two.
The crispy skin, the fried wonton, and those rice paper rolls. Perfect.
The rice paper rolls are perfectly healthy. Just watch the sauce. Sov, you're looking forward to Monday's lunch, aren't you?
Not if you're going to be a miserable bastard, not eat anything, Arch.
I mean, that's half the tutor.
You know, some of my favorite videos of you is your competitive eating. I think if the watches ever go down the chute, your competitive eating, they were always so funny.
But you know, the funny thing is, I can't actually eat seafood like I used to. I used to go to that 5-star hotel, 6-star in the Sukhothai. I honestly couldn't eat that shit now.
Why?
They give me upset stomach in that.
Have you seen the size of those competitive eaters, Sov? You know the guys that eat the hot dogs?
They're only tiny, little Asian guys.
They're tiny, man.
Guy. Yeah.
Skinny like that Joey Chestnut. He's tiny, skinny.
And that Pommy fella too, they're called the Beard, I think. He's called Beard. He's got this massive, big, long beard. He's only skinny.
I got to tell you, seriously. Look, the thing is this, okay? I think Green Room said some important things. You can't get obsessed by going down every day, right? But you got to tweak it. The reason I weigh myself every day is just to tweak what I eat the day before, okay?
You cannot, at our age, you cannot go on a crash diet. It'll always fail. What you really should do is start the day with rolled oats.
Wow.
Because they just sit in your stomach like clag. And don't be too mean. Have the ones in a sachet that have got a little bit of flavour in them. Give yourself just a little bit of flavour and a little bit of sugar.
I've never really been a cereal or a rolled oats sort of man, you know.
Yeah, but really... they will get you through without any hunger pangs all the way through till late afternoon.
Hunger buster.
Yeah.
And also too, I think it's got a high glycemic index, so it just
the glycemic
slowly
index.
Yeah.
The fuck does a glycemic index do? That eats calories?
Glycemic means
no, it doesn't give you the high rush thing like sugar does. So it's got a low glycemic index. Sorry, not high, low.
Fuck. I got to tell you, seriously.
Archie, do you want to lose weight? Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
Archie, do you want to lose weight the easy way?
The easy
just go and
way.
Listen, Archie, just go and make the stuff that RX guy makes and guarantee you'll lose weight.
Look, I got to tell you seriously. No, I'm not on a diet. Okay. I am changing some of my key eating patterns. Okay. I'm not going to always not drink. I'm going to have some alcohol. But you know what? The thing is this. Let me say, I cut out the ice cream. You cut out the ice cream, Sov.
Look,
a lot of
I used ArchieLuxury is my weight loss secret success this time.
Yeah.
I
used
only
to watch
used
the channel on the
exact. I used to lift weights for an hour watching it, and then I used to walk or light run for the rest of it. So while you guys have been sitting there, I've just been exercising to ArchieLuxury. So yeah. So and the more you just keep flapping your gums, the further and further I just have to keep walking. So hey,
that's cool.
Showcase
Archie
watches.
Luxury Weight Loss Success Program.
£1.80. Ashamed to be an Omega man with today's rip-off. Do you think it's a rip-off or not?
Showcase, man. Where have you been? We're missing you. We're missing your
No.
sense of humor.
You know
Is it
what?
a rip-off? Why does he say that?
Because
No,
you
he's
know
quit
what
the
Omega
hobby.
did with this
He's quit
release?
the hobby. Showcase quit.
Why would he do
Omega,
that to us? Why would
with
he?
this
Why would he
release.
quit?
I mean, why? Because it's depressing.
stayed-
being him.
Hey?
You know, she had financial problems too. Adriana Exanidis had some serious financial problems. You know about that as
She
well.
was
don't you?
spendaholic. Yes, exactly. She had champagne taste with a beer pocket. Yes.
Wow. Super chat.
For a Greek
This is
girl,
the-
she didn't look like Marika, did she?
No.
Or Effie?
No. Look, this is the Omega. I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of with this Omega. Do you? What's wrong with
It's
that Omega?
priced at 5172 leveled, Arch.
So what?
What do you mean? You can get 5172, a paddock, a
That's
real
a-
brand with hand
So what?
finishing.
So what? So what?
That's
The
a-
5172. You know,
That's a solid
I
white gold
despise
date
that kind of watch.
841
You know that I
with a
really
nice
hate.
dial.
I
Money.
think that no, but this Omega, this is going to be special.
How is tell me, Arch? How is a professor, a chemistry professor,
No,
supposed
this
to
is
afford
somebody who sold their patents off. They're running a startup. They've done really, really well, and they thought, "Fuck it, I'll just buy this. It's a white gold one. That's it." It's so.
But
I
the
don't know if
bezel is going to to so vulnerable to strike
but
in the
look at
mark.
this.
If
Look at
it's
this. Look at the
gold,
beautiful
how
back.
soft
Look at
is
the beautiful.
that?
Look at the
How
beautiful
soft is the
back on
bezel?
this.
Get
ruined
back
it
to the
with the
bezel. Look
hippopotamus.
how vulnerable it is to
Look at the
impact
bracelet.
damage.
It's going to be
But why
so
buy
beautiful.
that when you can get a
bracelet.
hype
Wrist
Rolex
is
white gold piece, like a Pepsi, like a white gold Pepsi? Why wouldn't you rather buy that?
And look how vulnerable the pushes are. There's no shoulders protection.
For this
You're gonna
price,
get caught up in
you
everything.
can buy a Pepsi, a white gold,
White
a
gold.
Daytona, and a Submariner on the gray market. A 3-piece.
Yeah, but that's
buy
not
a-
the point of
You
this.
meal
can buy a 41mm white gold
Okay.
ice blue day date.
This watch here itself, just out of interest, right?
Yes.
You've got to remember, okay, this watch itself is going to be absolutely short supply. There's not going to
Super
be
chat,
heaps
Arch.
of these. There's not going to be heaps of these going.
Archie, this is the price
Super
of
chat, buddy.
of a
Super
Platona.
chat.
This is the price of the Platona.
Here we go. Divine Insurgents, $5. So Omega isn't a real brand. What kind of a ridiculous assessment is no? Omega is a fantastic brand. I
It's
think
not
this
Holy
watch.
Trinity. It's not Holy Trinity. It's not.
I think this watch is amazing.
And-
So
Yeah,
Okay,
but
what is
crap,
better?
the-
Archie?
look,
you're
the-
an
the
Omega
trouble-
man.
Yes, the
What
trouble
is
I
better,
see with
this
it
one or
is
Platona?
it's
What
just
is better,
too
this one or
similar
Platona?
to a $5,000 Omega. There's just not enough
That's
to justify
part of the love
90.
about it. That's the part of the. It's stealth.
This is the same price of a Platona. What is better?
It's a
this or
stealth
Platona?
flex.
Showcase watches £4.50. Omega trying to bat way above its weight with this one. You want 321, buy Ed White. You want precious metal, buy Holy Trinity. Omega makes 2 watches.
You can get the original 321 for 25,000.
Funny
You'd be
thing is,
far
do you
better
think
off with
this is this going to sink like a stone, or is it going to hold its own?
It'll
That's
be
the
a
question.
I think it's going to
$150,000
sink.
watch
It-
in the
it's-
secondary market.
By the way,
SR
what
Bell
is better?
$672. AC, my girlfriend takes the smelliest dumps. Advice?
What is better? This one
Oh,
or
we missed the
Platona?
super chat. We missed the super chat.
SR Bell,
Nobody
who's the
chat did I
smelly?
miss?
Are yours
Wristwatch.
perfumed?
Dr.
or
Paul.
what?
Paul.
Wristwatch check, lads. Yes, I'm wearing the Patek 5127 today. That's what I'm wearing. What are you guys wearing? What are you wearing?
By the way, guys, we have 300 people watching. We need 100 upvotes. Can you guys smash that upvote button and help Archie lose weight? Archie cannot lose weight if he doesn't get 100 upvotes every show. Come on, guys. Help.
You remember those fad diets in the 70s and 80s? They're solve you only eat one thing.
Yeah.
They're not good
Ford
for
pills
you.
didn't work for you, Arch.
Well, you know what happened with Ford pills, don't you? They gave people fucking...
Cancer.
No, they were full of caffeine, weren't they?
You guys can hear
Yes,
me or
you
nobody
basically
hear me?
would shit everything out, wouldn't you?
Well, it was twofold. They basically
No, Marcelo, you're muted.
They were like a diuretic, so you used to piss like a racehorse. You'd shit everything, and they're also full of caffeine, which made you feel more energetic rather than lethargic because you weren't eating enough.
Oh, I see. Did you ever try Ford pills?
No, I did not. No.
Ford pills. Why does people want to be skinny? Can I ask you that?
It's more
Look,
like
as I said, I've been a yo-yo diet heaps of time, but when you get to your target weight, your wife doesn't love you any more or less. Your kids really don't care. Costs you a fortune of buying new clothes. Inevitably, you're going to put it back on. It's a one-trick
How do you
pony.
know inevitably you're going to put it back on if you were vigilant?
There's too many birthdays, Christmases, New Year's, temptation. Yeah.
AC, SR Bell. Who's got something in the background? That's annoying.
Marcelo.
It's Marcel. Let's mute him. SR Bell, $2. AC, my penis is crooked advice. No idea. I'm not even going to go there. You need a straightener.
No. It's a disease. It's actually a disease.
It's the Vikings disease.
No. It is called Peyronie's disease. It's called Peyronie's disease. Most commonly known as fishhook cock. You could probably make No, it's true. You could make a fortune on Pornhub. Bring it up, Arch. Oh no, maybe better not, mate. No, I kid you not.
Unknown user, $2. Marcelo, we don't want to hear you. Thank you.
It's called Peyronie's disease, the same as the beer. Peyronie's disease. It's also associated with Lederhausen's disease, which is the same thing in your foot, which is also associated with Dupington's contracture in your hands.
Marcelo,
I just posted another food video.
Huh?
Yep.
Keep the camera on because there's always a chance that we'll see the crook.
Holy shit. I never know. Where does someone get this shit from? Can I ask
true,
you
mate.
that?
It's true. Hey? It is not called fishhook cock.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, that's enough. Sav, can I ask you this really?
You go in once, but you can't pull out.
Sav, I want to ask you something, Sav.
Yes, come on, Arch.
Sav, seriously, the dieting, I'm giving it a shot. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
We can have lunch on Monday. I might not. I'm going to have a pho and some rice paper rolls. Is that okay?
Yes, of course it is, mate. Yeah, look, as I said,
when you want
it is difficult to lose weight once you get to middle age.
You want to go
it's hard to lose weight at any age there, so
I'm starting the third age, right? You're in your middle age. I'm starting the third age, so it's even harder.
Hey, Archie, check out my country ham video. I just posted it.
Okay, 1 minute. Divine Insurgents, $5. Weight loss tip: don't eat anything with preservatives, as it sends the wrong hormones to your brain. Ghrelin stopped, which tells your brain to stop eating. Do you believe this shit or not?
The thing with hormones, you know how they put those hormones in chicken, right?
You know, they say the average corpse these days at a funeral home doesn't start decomposing for about a month. Did you know that, Sav?
It's all the preservatives.
You've been listening too much to The Undertaker.
What do you think, Sav?
No, I do not believe that. I think the human body.
For a minute.
Yeah.
You guys understand? Even the bugs don't want to eat us. No?
Irish guy, get some more of that Macallan and make sure to put plenty of ice. Plenty of ice and water.
But but even now, cremation is changing now. They're going to aquamation. Did you read that?
What's that? Sorry.
Well, you know what cremation is. You know what has been buried. So now they actually put you in a stainless steel tube. They toss in a whole heap of alkalis. They fill it up with water. They boil you up to 150 degrees centigrade until your whole body turns into a pulp. And then only just left with skeleton. They take that out, dry it, and crush it, and then just flush you out for fertilizer. Aquamation.
Why would you do that?
Well, I think Desmond Tutu in his last will and testament requested to be aqua. It started off with mad cow's disease when they had to get rid of all of the bovine bodies.
It means when we die, we're going to be a tree.
Well, we're not always going to have room for cemeteries, and they say that cremation is too many pollutants in the atmosphere and CO2 and all that sort of thing. So aquamation.
Arch, what kind of tree you want to be?
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you want to be
it sounds just sounds as horrible as grave.
Here we go. SR Bell, $2. Marcelo is the poster boy for birth control.
Oh,
that's nice. We love Marcelo.
He's all right, Marcelo.
He's a lovely guy.
Marcelo has everyone on his channel.
Yes. At the X, $10. Arch, weight loss is not about vanity. Visceral fat causes inflammation, which damages arteries, causing plague, finally leading to heart attack, stroke. Lose weight to stay alive. That's a good. I got to be honest with you.
Fatty deposits inside the arteries, which restrict the flow of blood, which gives you a heart attack.
Yeah, that's true.
Arch, if this show has, if this show continues, we need you. You know, it's.
But actually, I mean, you know, for a fat bugger, Arch, you're pretty healthy. I've never seen you, too crook to come on.
It's after show. That's on the after show.
No, let's face it. Who put their hand up if you ever remember Archie having a day off because he was crook?
It's true.
Yeah.
You're as strong as a bloody.
I need the super chats. And with the
3-hour show, everyone is surprised that Archie can pull off a 3-hour show.
Super chat, Archie. Now.
By the way, Arch, what do you know about London now? Well, what's going on?
Eric's guy, how much water you got in there? And
when would you? Holy shit! Just very quickly.
12, there you go.
Pavel, $5. What is more annoying, Rolex fanboys 25% or contrarians complaining about Rolex fanboys 75%?
We can do a poll for that. All right. Let's do a poll.
What's a contrarian? I went to Oxley State High.
Au contraire, my friend. Au contraire. It means
look, I got to tell you, it's a Cointreau. You know Cointreau? I used to love that drink.
Cointreau. It was a orange flavored spirit. Cointreau from France.
Yes.
Archie's, it's 2 months away. That's why. What's going on?
I don't think that Archie's going. I think with the Omicron going crazy and all that type of thing, I don't think Archie will be going.
Ooh, don't say that.
That's just a personal feeling. It's just a personal. Of course we do. But these Rolex don't buy themselves, man. You know.
All right, what's the chances that you're not coming to the London Watch Show? What are the chances?
Look, if there's a flight, I'll go.
There we go.
You bought the ticket already?
No, I'm gonna wait. When would you buy the ticket, Sov?
I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't go myself.
Just wait.
If it was personally, I'd refund all the super chats to send you over there, and stay holed up in your bunker.
I'm scared to go. I actually want to go. I want to go. To be Sov, I want to go. Do you understand that? I want to go.
But you like to go to Asian countries. You don't like to go to
London countries.
Places. London is a city, not a country.
I would love to go to London, actually.
There's nothing. I want to visit the Queen.
If you want Marcelo at the London Watch Show,
Timmy's going to England land for sure.
Should he wear those ears, Sov? Should he wear those ears?
If I want the super chats, that's the only way.
Because Sov has actually said to me, Tim, those ears, you're trying to get a certain demographic. Is that true, Sov? Yes or no?
I have said that. Yes, I said that. Yes, I said that.
Do you still believe that?
Yes, I do. Yes, absolutely. Damn straight.
Do you like the way he laughs it off? Circular logic, circular arguing techniques. He's laughing. Okay, is that going to change topic? I don't. What's so funny? So, what's so funny?
Oryx guy. When was the last time you thought you'd go out and buy a pair of bunny ears because you thought it was a good idea?
Actually, I had some in New York when I was up there for Easter. Have you been there for Easter, Tim?
I'm here for Easter all the time.
Yeah, they had the big Easter parade. I was downtown.
Yeah, were you trying to pick up gay men for Easter?
I'll never fucking figure out Americans.
I actually wanted to put piggy costume, but it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
a piggy custom could
If,
be
if
nice.
Marcelo was an animal, who would Marcelo be? It would be the bird, the parrot, right?
The bird.
The bird, the
Sov,
parrot.
Sov, tell me
Yes,
this, Sov.
yes.
Sov.
The Undertaker's looking
oh,
up Aquamation
Sov,
right now. He's buying a new.
Sov,
Yes,
I forgot.
Yes,
Sov,
yes.
I forgot to tell you. I went and saw the House of Gucci the other day.
Super
Did
chat.
you? What,
Yes.
you paid at another cinema?
A stab in the back.
Hey, you miserable bastard. You said you used to come to my cinema and they only ever gave you a coffee every now and again or a...
No, I did.
or-
I said you
or
were really
bag.
generous. You gave me
Did
a
you?
coffee and an ice cream. You gave me an
I
ice
always
cream.
used to shout your tickets, Arch. As soon as we became
know.
mates, you never paid once.
I know, Sov. I was never complaining. So, just very quickly, $5. What I just said is established medical science in endocrinology. If you don't believe, then that's what on you. Who's the guy that imitates everyone? Troll. Yeah. Look, Divine Insurgents, I fucking believe you. I believe you me. I'm changing my diet. One thing I must tell you, Sovron, you know, I go to a food court and you know what I realize?
You shouldn't be there.
There is absolutely nothing there I can eat conscious free. It's all...
Well, 90% of it is basically going to be fried foods because it has to be processed quickly. It has to
Even
be
the
served.
Subway, they're trying to give you cookies or get you to get the sauces. And do you want double meat? Would you like cheese?
Extra mayonnaise.
No.
Extra mayonnaise.
I got to
Chip.
tell you, Madman,
veggie
$5. Chicken and broccoli, Arch. The Jordan Peterson diet works great. Fixes other health issues too. What's the chicken and broccoli, Arch? Chicken and broccoli. Okay.
Well, don't go for the Subway diet. It turned the bloke into a pedophile, remember? You don't want to go for that.
That's not going to make... Now, Sov, I went and saw the
Yeah.
House of Gucci. There's a number of flaws in the movie. I like to watch a movie.
Well, first of all, there is 5 different Italian accents in it. It's just terrible. The voice characterizations and the Italian accents are just terrible.
That's
That's horrible. Yeah.
Did you know they made fun of that guy? Just going to put Marcelo
Paolo
on
Gucci.
mute because he's in a Paolo Gucci. Now he
Paolo
wasn't
You guys want
that.
to keep Marcelo muted,
Just
hit the upvote button.
Yes, please, guys.
They
Look,
made him out of the
Hit
film
the
to be an
upvote.
idiot.
We're
Yeah.
muted him
But
for free, so you have
you know,
to upvote.
Sov, he's the guy who invented the Gucci double G.
The one they used to use on the
No, they still use it. The
handbags
double
and that.
G. The
Yeah.
double G. He's not that. He wasn't that much of an idiot. Now he had a falling out because he started his own line and they fired him. But that doesn't mean. And the other thing too is, he was in the 60s and 70s. Fashions were fucking weird then, anyhow.
Gucci reached its peak in the 70s and the 80s. I don't think there's any Gucci family members working in Gucci.
No, there's
anymore.
not. There's not.
No.
The thing is,
Gucci loafers were big in the 80s. He had to have a pair of Gucci.
they made fun of his car choices. He had a Porsche 924 in the movie. What's wrong with that?
Timmy would have. Well, it wasn't an Italian car. Timmy would have worn Gucci loafers if he was around in the 80s.
Oh, my wife actually trying to push me to get the Gucci loafers, the ones that have that thing that folds down. You know what I'm talking about?
They're
Like
expensive.
the loafer with the little flap that falls. I told her it's expensive. It's like $800. Get that thing out of my face. I don't want that.
She just wants to be a loafer, not a Gucci loafer.
Yeah.
$2. Is circular logic same as delusional fantasist? No, they're two different things. Two different things. But at the end of the day, Tim actually knows he's wrong.
Yes.
He uses the circular logic, but he knows he's wrong. Stephen Monash, $2. Is circular... Oh, we did that one. We doubled it. Is circular logic the same as delusional fantasist? No. Sov.
Yes, Sarge.
Fat windbag band, $2. Upvote, Cox. Thank you.
Fishhook. You didn't read it properly. Go back and read it properly.
She's trying to push me to. I told her, what is she smoking? It's
They're quite nice.
$850.
Well, but that's what you pay for a lot of designer shoes.
I know.
She wants you to wear that.
Would you get Gucci loafers there?
No,
Sov?
it looks more like a woman's court shoe.
You see the back flap. So when you're like at the hotel, you can just you don't have to you don't have to put it on like a proper shoe. You can wear it like a flip flop.
Flip flops.
Oh,
Like
that's
a
the
rubber
idea.
Yeah, you
I
see?
see.
Yeah.
Genius. Look at the white ones.
Yeah, but Aussie blokes have been wearing their Dunlop volleys like that for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
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 Wait, there's more pictures. 1 second.
And what's a bit with the horse bit on the front? Looks like something you put in a horse's mouth.
It is.
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
the
yeah,
horse
yeah, it
bit.
is.
Yeah, that's the Gucci
Yeah, the
logo.
stirrups there.
See that?
Yeah, I think
But-
keep your money, Timmy. Keep your
Yeah.
money,
Did
mate.
you see that
Right.
they mentioned the paddock world time in that movie? They said they didn't actually show the paddock world time, but they said you spent 2 million on a paddock 25-23. Did you see that line, Sov?
No, I did not. I haven't watched it all.
Oh, really? They
Is it
mentioned
at
the
your
watch even.
cinema?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What happened to the Bond movie? I want to see that. Is that still playing?
It's still in some of the larger cinemas, but it's towards the end of the season now. It'll only be on minimum screenings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that worth a watch?
No.
I missed it.
No. You didn't miss anything. It was too woke. It just did my head in. I couldn't even watch it. To see James Bond sitting in the back seat of a plane being piloted by a woman was just didn't work for me.
Couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle it.
Oh, don't be like that, Sov.
I grew up with Sean Connery as Bond. He didn't sit in the back seat. He turned Pussy Galore, who was batted for the other side, into a woman. That was James Bond I was accustomed to, not who sat in the back seat.
It wasn't a sidekick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, Arch, which bag should I get? I mean, this is crazy.
Which bag are you wanting to get?
Well, the thing is, there's 2 editions, there's 2 versions, and the price difference is like $80. But the only difference is there is the strap.
Which bag are we talking? Oh, this is the bag.
The camera bag. This is the camera bag. You see, this is the old version. It doesn't have
I don't know.
the thing. You see it on the back. See,
I
it doesn't
can't find
have.
it any. Oh,
See, on the back,
found
it
it.
doesn't have.
Found it.
Yeah, this one, it doesn't have the, like the for the airplane. The luggage strap.
You need to check out the Manfrotto camera
You see that?
backpacks.
Manfrotto, they make good camera
But this
stands.
is Billingham.
Yeah, they're
this is
really good.
English. It's Billingham, guys. Billingham. So the difference is that the only difference is this thing here.
Get back to the stitching, Timmy. Stitching looks a bit crooked there. Get back to the stitching.
It's not. It's English.
On the back.
It's English.
Get back to the back flap. Get back to the
Guys,
stitching.
I'm just going to take a very quick toilet break.
You take
Sov,
a toilet break and we'll discuss the stitching. Yeah, I'll take over here.
Okay, I'll go and take a toilet break. I'll be
Oh,
1
you take a
minute.
toilet.
Do you mean put it back on the screen for you?
No, it's okay. Yeah,
No,
put it back on
no,
the screen.
Pick it off. Why?
The stitching. Have a look how bad the stitching is in the middle
Wait,
there.
English
on the bottom
stitching,
flap.
not.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Look at the gap in the stitching right in the middle compared to it just curves right up. You're going to pay big money for secondhand stitching like that?
Well, that's what I was
Rubbish.
thinking. Because the only
Rubbish.
difference between this
Rubbish.
one
Shitter. That's a shitter.
and this
What kind of
one
bag
is
is
that
this?
it has that thing. Well, there's another option. Is this one right here?
What kind
This
of bag
one
is
doesn't even
this?
have anything. This is just a smaller one. Just a small one.
Get a Manfrotto. I'm telling you,
Get the
man.
Manfrotto.
I got a
What bag
Manfrotto
is
right here.
this?
Let me pull it out.
Show us the Manfrotto.
This is what I carry on my airplanes. Let me pull it
Oh,
out
wait.
here. I'll tell you.
What
Actually,
kind of
I have the
bag is
camera. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've got the camera.
Okay, let me just see here. Manfrotto
Oh, that's right. You can't see it because you're.
bag. Yeah, I can't see anything. Let's see. Manfrotto bag.
When Archie gets
While you're
back,
pulling that up, has anyone heard from Sirocco? We haven't heard from Sirocco.
Yes, he
in a
was on the
couple of
live
days.
stream at Marcelo time
Was he? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So he's still good?
earlier today. Yeah, he looks
He's still
good.
alive.
Because there's no way in the world he would have got a COVID test and got out of Australia now. There's like a 7 to 9 day wait for a PCR
Oh, wow.
test. So he just made that in the nick of time.
Is this what we're talking about, Irish
No,
guy?
mine's actually a backpack. When Archie gets back from the toilet, I'll show you. But the good thing about Manfrotto for
Archie's squeezing out a crab claw forearm sized.
Look at that padding in
There
there.
is a better bag than this. I'm going to show you. There is a better one, a better brand. You should look for a brand name tank.
But how often do you use this camera, Tim? The only time I've seen you at, you're using the one on your phone.
Why nobody listen to me?
Well,
Look
now
for
I have a
brand
drone and another thing, so I need to carry it. Listen to Marcelo, guys. It's Marcelo time.
Check a bag for camera bag named Tank.
Which one?
They're the best. Tank.
Tank. Camera bag.
Yeah.
Peak Design or Dunhill?
Oh, Peak Design's good too.
Let's check out this
They
Peak
have
Design.
ones with leather. They are absolutely amazing, and they are very, very durable. They're very good stuff.
I heard good things about the Peak Design.
Ah, Sirocco's in the peanut gallery. G'day, Sirocco. There he is.
Sirocco sales.
Sirocco
Guys, we're at
sale.
12. Guys, we're at 12 votes away from 100 upvotes. Slap the upvote button. Let's move on from this camera bag topic to the new, better topic. Just tell me what you want me to.
Hey, before you move on, I'm with Marcelo. These are great. And you need to get the Peak Design. They've got these little tabs you put on the side of your camera, and it's a quick disconnect for your neck strap. So if you're using it for video, you just quickly disconnect it. But they've got the neck straps. Peak Design makes them that match match that camera bag.
But Timmy should be having a crew by now. He should have a camera crew. He should have an entourage. Because Timmy's just talent. He's a champagne socialist. He's just talent. He shouldn't be having to do any of this work like carrying equipment. And
somebody super chats $100. I'll open a bottle of champagne right now.
Timmy needs a crew to carry the equipment. And the equipment needs to be more. If you've got thousands of dollars of camera, you don't want to put it in some bloody fancy bag. You want to put it in something robust. Have a look at any film crew carries. It's just
usually in a good bag you should put two bodies and three lenses. I mean, this is usually what you can carry. If you carry more than that, you're going to collapse.
Yeah, I don't want to carry. I'm lazy. What do you think about this? This looks cool.
No, this is ridiculous small. This is ridiculously small.
Really? Is it too small? You think it's too small?
Of course.
I'm not sure.
I just want to carry my drone.
Sure, a man should be carrying a bag.
Yeah, it's too small.
If you want to be professional, you need a space for big bodies. You need a space for two bodies and at least 3-4 different lenses.
Right.
But if you want to be mobile,
look, this thing. It looks like this thing can carry a full-on DSLR.
That's a Sony.
Yeah, but
Alpha.
only one. You need two.
Yeah.
You need to take two.
You need to take two. No, I don't want to carry that much. Oh, there is a 10, 6, and 3 liters. There are different sizes.
You have to have two bodies. You always have to have a body backup. You have to have two bodies.
A buddy double. A buddy double.
Yeah.
Look at the backpack.
Yeah, Arch, thank you for saving
Hey guys, I'm back there. Jesus Christ.
God, it's ratings poison.
This is what's with this handbag talk, man. I gotta tell you.
Jesus Christ.
So,
here,
we got a super chat here, Mr. Laura Zenapan 50 sec. Can you please explain to me why the Seamaster Planet Ocean has rubber in the bezel insert? Why make such a dumb move on a 5000? Because that's cool and trendy. Everybody likes rubber. AP did it. They follow. They're not original. They all... That's the only super chat you guys did when I was in the bathroom? That is
I said I'll open a bottle of champagne if somebody super chats $100.
Ron the Shrink. I'm impressed with... So, Ron, come on the show. You're welcome on now. So let's get your ass on the stream and let's talk. Let's talk circular logic with you. Let's get the circular baby up on here. I got to tell you something there.
You didn't finish reading it out the super chat.
So we didn't finish reading the super chat. What?
No,
here we go.
Everything.
Go back.
Why make such a dumb move? I did that. Why make such a dumb?
You didn't read it.
Can you please explain to me why Seamaster Planet Ocean has rubber in the insert bezel insert? Why make such a dumb move on a 5000 watch? Because it's cool. It's trendy. You're an Amiga man, Sov. I don't see anything wrong with a rubber.
I do not like rubber on any luxury watches, even the Oyster Flex. I don't should be on a Daytona. It is just a simple maneuver by Rolex to stop making a bracelet that costs $5,000 and sell a watch for the same price instead of being precious metal. Rubber is not a precious metal. It doesn't matter whether
Patek
it's steel
does rubber.
Rubber. It is wrong. Rubber insert, rubber bracelet. No, it's for a fucking servo watch or from the pharmacy.
It's for luxury. It's luxury.
Rubber is not luxury.
Not understand
it's not.
It's like, you know what? Like, I'll tell you why they did it.
Noble metal is luxury, Tim, not rubber.
I'll tell you. No. This is why they did it. First, people were rich. At first, in the 70s, the gold watch was be all everything. Okay. At first, the gold watch. Then the gold watch. That became not luxury enough. So what did AP? The AP brought out a steel watch, a Royal Oak, and sold it for more money than the gold counterpart.
Look, I know what you're saying, Timmy. Look, the truth is, rubber. I don't think you could honestly argue that rubber is luxury. Rubber's not luxury. Rubber is not.
It's just the ultimate FU watch because, like, I have rubber in my watch. I gotta tell you, Sav. I'm so rich. I have rubber.
Come on, get Ron the Shrink on. Get Ron. Is he still banned? Is ER still banned?
No. ER said he's okay. He's allowed on now. Where is Ron the Shrink?
We need the shrink. I need the shrink. I need help.
I gotta tell you. Sirocco's here. Speaking of shrinks, Sirocco, how are you, man?
Yeah. We're thinking, Sirocco.
I think I need a fucking shrink.
What's going wrong now?
How's it going? Oh, it's all
good.
gone
What's happened?
Dutch. I'm
what
crippled.
happened?
I've crippled myself. I've fucking crippled myself.
So what do you? Before we start,
yeah.
What Ron the Shrink is he talking about his career or his manhood? What is he talking about when he calls himself?
Absolutely no idea. I didn't see anything. I just took a piss, came back.
No, his name. Is it his career or his manhood? Anyway, go on, Sirocco.
It seems you left the
Sorry, mate. I'm a bit slow. I think it's a bit of a mix.
We need 2 more upvotes for 100 upvotes, guys. Slap that upvote button. Be the 100th upvoter.
Slap that ArchieLuxury.
So what happened, Sirocco? Sirocco, are you okay?
What happened, Sirocco? Tell us, man. Tell us what happened. We need a story.
I don't know, but I fucked my left foot. I can't.
Did you ask permission first? Did your left foot give consent?
She didn't.
How bad?
He didn't. It did.
How bad?
I'm struggling to fucking walk.
How's the Mexican healthcare system working out for you?
Well, this has only just happened in the past like 3 hours. I was walking down to go to meet Ms. Sirocco, not fucking Mrs. Sirocco. No, Mrs. Sirocco, Ms. She's not my wife. Someone said something the other day about when did he get married. This is fucking new. I didn't. Anyway, I was going down to meet her. By the time I got there, my fucking ankle had come up like a fucking balloon. So did my foot. I had dinner, and I was supposed to go salsa dancing with her tonight. And I'm not really into that. So it's a good excuse. But fuck me there.
Things Aussies will do to get out of it. Bloody get out of a date.
You're not wrong. It's a fucking real extreme way to get out of it. So I said to her, look,
I've just got a comment there. Sirocco, we've got a comment there. Admiral Pegleg. Admiral Pegleg now.
I love it.
That's from Brolex. Admiral Pegleg.
Good old Phil Collins.
Yeah.
That's his alter ego.
Yeah.
He's a
man, seriously, don't take this badly, but you should be very careful. Were you bitten by anything?
No.
Like a spider or something like that?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, I was bitten by something, but it wasn't a spider. She's got a nice little bite. The venom is not too bad.
I would just, Sirocco, just keep an eye on it.
So what happens when you go into emergency and the nurse is called Machete?
Oh, look at this, Chris. Hashtag skin $5. Gout?
Gout.
No, I know exactly what gout is. Gout took my my 4th toe on my right foot. So I know exactly what gout is all about.
How did you get gout, Sirocco? I thought you eat healthy.
Gout is a rich Englishman's disease. Too much cheese, too much red wine.
It's too much cheese, too much alcohol. Does it? I didn't even know I had gout. I had a lump on my toe. It was there for about a good fucking 10 years. Never hurt, never no pain. And a mate of mine, a couple of mates said to me one day, I was out having a barbecue, and one of my mates said to me, that fucking lump on your toe, that's getting big. You should have it looked at. And the next thing I fucking knew, they chopped my freaking toe off.
Oh, shit.
And why is that?
About 18 months ago. Well, they opened it up to try and cut the fucking the lump away, and he said it was far gone. It was just all crystallized, all the flesh was crystallized. So, 4 or 5 operations or to fix it, or one to just fix it in one go.
Is this the same leg that's swollen, or it's the other leg?
No, thankfully, no. The one that's got minus a toe, minus a small appendage, that's okay now. It's my other foot.
Can I say this to you? Can I say this to you? No joke. My son had something like this last year. You know what happened? His foot, he said he couldn't remember. It just started swelling, right? He thought he fell out. He couldn't remember. I thought, what the hell's wrong with him? No, it could be if you have an infection, sometimes your leg can swell. You know what I mean?
Can
like
you
sometimes...
highlight Can you highlight Stephen Monash's comment? Stay on long enough, Sirocco will... What's it say? Sirocco will say it's a brain tumor. There's some funny twats in the fucking peanut gallery.
The thing is, look, it can go pear-shaped really quick when things go. I remember I fell off a ladder once. I was working on an electrical light fitting, and I had it isolated, had it turned off, had the switches, breakers off, all that type of thing, and I was changing a fitting on it. And some dickhead came in, ignored all the switches, and turned it on. I got a belt off it.
Oh, nice.
And it,
shit.
Yeah,
when was this?
Back in the 80s, and it threw me off the ladder.
At work?
Yeah, at work, yeah. It threw me off the ladder.
Workers' comp. What's wrong with you?
Well, I was having long pants and a sock, and I just tore the skin. Just as I went down off the ladder, it just tore the skin underneath the sock and through the pants.
Yeah.
And I remember it never quite healed properly, but never paid much attention to it.
Yep.
And I ended up going to the doctor for some other totally unrelated reason.
Yep.
And she sort of looked at it and she said, Jesus, what the hell is this? And it turned out there was some flesh-eating virus in it. And it had to be reported to the Department of Health, and I had to go every day to have it seen to. And some fucking horse pill antibiotics to kill it. And it was just getting larger. And I've still got the scar today. It's up to about the size of a 50-cent piece. It would have kept going and taken the whole foot, leg, everything. And that was just from falling off a fucking ladder. Didn't even need stitches. It was just torn skin. It was just torn skin. So you don't look at your feet every day, and you don't look at it. So it's just, it's easy for things to go south. Yeah.
I need to look at my toes right now. I feel some toe pain.
Yeah. We've got plastic.
Plastic holiday report as well.
The holiday report. We want the holiday report. What's happening, Plastic? How's the little plasticines?
How's rubber doing? That's what I want to know.
We want to see Plastic.
That
on the
real
ice
plastic?
skating
Where's
rink.
his plastic icon?
His Wi-Fi is terrible. By the way, Sov, has mine improved? You were very quick to say, it's freezing. Has it improved or it hasn't improved?
You don't lose audio, but you do drop frames. You just freeze and then it comes back up again. So we're not losing you as audio-wise, but we are losing you. It has improved since you moved the door, though.
Oh, no.
I have to say, it's so much fucking better than mine.
Swollen legs.
Sov, Sirocco, yes.
Plastic. Come in, Plastic. We want the holiday report.
Wi-Fi.
We want
upload to help Plastic fix his Wi-Fi. Ooh.
That looks fucking beautiful. I don't understand why people are complaining about it. I think it's gorgeous.
Let me give you guys rundown. What's special about this watch? White gold.
Yeah.
Then it's got the dial made of onyx, black onyx, two-step dial.
Fuck.
Okay.
Onyx. Yeah.
It's got enameled numbers in the white gold bezel. Then on the back, you see the engraving of the hippopotamus, the seahorse.
Yeah.
So they stuck a blue sapphire eye into the sapphire back.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to see it. Let me show you.
I think, Timmy, you'll find it's called a hippocampus, not a hippopotamus.
Yeah, not a hippopotamus. I wondered about that.
Hippocampus.
A hippo.
And you wanted to be a fucking English teacher. Jesus. Fuck me, dude.
Hippopotamus.
Come on, this is America.
We're on safari suddenly.
This is America. They watch movies for term papers, okay? They watch movies for term paper.
You can see here, two-step dial. You can see even the hour indices are two-stepped. Then enameled. Then you can see
Super
that
chat,
they put
Archie.
tiny little blue sapphire eye.
Imad Atia 7. I like the bracelet. That looks amazing. That shot.
It's got the
Imad
micro
Atia $7. Archie and gang, thanks for the great entertainment every night. Best witches for 2022.
So get back to the sapphire eye. Is it a created sapphire, or is it a natural sapphire, or is it a sapphire that normally uses a jewel? And it's
doesn't matter. But they patented the technique of sticking the sapphire into sapphire.
Is it a sapphire that they couldn't use for a jewel because it was faulty, and it's just a way of getting rid of them?
It'd be a man-made one, okay? So
yeah. Sorry, it has to be same like clarity.
Just asking, boys. Jeez.
Yeah. But
and the clasp now has micro adjustment.
You know what? I got to tell you the honest opinion on it's fucking expensive. Okay, yeah.
I think he's used a bit too much fucking paint there on that picture.
No. Well, yeah. Well, what they have to do, they
sand it off.
Yes.
That's how That's how you do. That's how you use silicon. Sov. Silicon. You know silicon. Sally silicon. Remember that?
Silicon. Yes.
Silicon gun.
You know, there's no solvent for silicon. There is no solvent. It only has to be mechanically. There's no solvent for silicon. If you got silicon on a jumper or whatever, there's just nothing that dissolves it. It has to be mechanically removed.
Why is that?
It's just there isn't. There's no solvent for silicon.
Fuck! I didn't know that.
By the way, look how much gold it goes to waste to cut out that case.
I don't think so.
It doesn't go to waste. That's a bit of a.
I don't think it goes to waste, Timmy. It doesn't go to waste. They waste nothing. You ever watch the jeweler work?
I've learned a lot from Timmy today.
It is beautiful, don't you?
I'm learning what to forget.
Now, what I find a really good touch is the loop that they included, so then you can look at your bank account in the aftermath of this purchase.
And that's a white gold loop as well, or not? Is that white gold in it? Or
plastic? It's plastic. Shout out to Plastic and Plasticity.
Timmy, is your bank account that small you need a loop?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm brocus, pocus, and guys, the super chats have been dead.
This is more expensive than a Platona.
It's Sov's fault the super chats are dead.
Sovron, I swear it has something to do with it because I was listening to you guys for about a half hour. I have no idea what
someone super chat to piss me. Or on the shrink's right. We're on the shrink.
Can somebody super chat to boot Sovron off the show?
Boot Sov.
What do you think about the box, Sovron?
I actually like the box.
I've never worn a fucking box of Marista in my life.
Yeah, but
guys,
I don't know why people
very
talk about it.
Nobody knows what's inside.
Boxes are important. It's just going to be sitting in the corner collecting dust.
Sov, let me set the scene. You live at 432. That's that New York apartment where the cheapest one is 18 mil. You're on the 80th floor. You invite your douchebag friends over. When you've got that beautiful white, that coffee table, you bring this out and it looks impressive and big because you spent $80,000.
And you could sell it to them and get a refund, part of your purchase back. You sell that for a few thousand.
Believe you me, the type of people who buy this, I don't know whether I think it's, look, I used to be negative and say, it's a cop-out, but I actually understand this now.
I thoroughly enjoyed that video where you pulled a Patek box to bits and you showed all the punters that it was just full of bloody shit plastic
PVD.
glue and
yes. It wasn't actually oak trees and all this. You did like that, Sov? You liked that video?
Polyvinyl composite, yeah.
You like that or not?
Super chat, Archie.
I like that one.
And it was glued into place with cardboard. Did you know that?
Yes. Cardboard. Well, no luxury
Yankee
in it
Doodle,
whatsoever.
$5. About to pull the trigger on a 5250R for 55,000. Thoughts on the watch? Should I consider something comparable? Let's get that baby up, baby. Let's get that baby up. If you're going to spend the bucks.
Hey, Arch, just while you're getting that up,
Yeah.
this black shirt of yours, how many did you buy?
3.
Only one. Why's that?
Well, you weren't wearing it yesterday, so I gather you're washing it every night.
Well, he took it off. He took it off for night. He only wears it for the show.
Okay, so we got guys. Can
Puts
we
on a
see
wife
that?
beater
Okay.
after the show.
So let's
guys.
get this.
Come on.
Let's bring this baby up here. So this is a Patek 5250R 55,000 Smacker Aranes. You know what? 5250R. I think it's gorgeous. This is okay. You can get the 5205, which is the chronograph version. I think this is an amazing watch. It's beautiful. It's big size. It's modern, contemporary. Pull the trigger. $55,000. Pull the trigger. What do you reckon, Sov? You never liked Patek.
I'm not a Patek man. No, I'm not. No, I do too much manual work to wear a solid gold watch.
It's an annual calendar. Nice mod. It's gorgeous. It's absolute Yankee Doodle. It's gorgeous. What would I buy against it?
I buy a Tudor.
How much is that?
I'd buy a 5130P. That's the only thing secondhand. This is the big size because this is a 39.5 mil. This is the I'd get this in platinum. This is a secondhand option. I think these are gorgeous. This is the model after mine. I reckon that's something.
You know what the
to
hands
consider.
remind me of? The hands remind me of a pair of scissors in a barber shop. You know where?
Yes.
You know
with the big. Well, that's not quite the same
hole
ones.
Yeah,
that's the exactly.
It reminds me of a half a pair of scissors.
I'm trying to give Yankee some advice. That's possibly something, but Yankee, to buy a 5250R, what a fucking achievement, man! What a.
I think you just said that's not the one.
It's not the one. Which one is it then? 52.
I don't know. I just saw you just made a comment. That's not the one.
What the hell is it then? Yankee. There's only 5250s. 520. Oh, 52. That's not the one. It's not because you got the number wrong. Ooh. That's a 5205. Yes. What's the 5250? Where is this 5250? Which one's he talking about? These are the advanced research. That's a 5056. 5250. The advanced research. Holy shit.
Chat.
This is rarer than rocking horse shit. 5250. The advanced research. Look at this. So it's the rose gold one of these. Holy shit.
Oh, actually, a friend of mine has one of these. Right, that one right there. Sealed.
Advanced research?
Yeah.
On the back it says advanced research, I think.
It's sealed, and then you see it's got that bubble. You see the bubble?
Super chat.
It's got that Cyclops on the back.
Yeah.
He's
Green
got
room.
it sealed in the.
Thank you,
plastic.
Green Room. $5. Green Room.
It looks like Green Room's finally met his university educated girlfriend.
Well, but they've only met through WhatsApp.
Where is Green Room? I'm worried about Green Room lately. He's very he's brooding a lot lately. Green Room. I'm concerned about him. As a young man, it's our responsibility for the older men to take him under our wings.
He's a young horny
support
man.
him. Yep.
I can translate what Green Room said.
Tell us.
Is that Korean or Chinese?
I'm going to put it in. It's I think simplified Chinese. It says, "Hey Archie, Continues on his weight loss journey. Otherwise, I will die of the new crown virus. I lose weight. You need to rent a Sirocco sailboat, man. Electric lawnmower, Phil Collins. You need to get a gold submarine instead of a Pepsi. I need to buy a car, and I will get it soon. Driver's license. I just found out that I don't need to sign the 100-hour log. I only need to pass the P test. I will buy a Hyundai 130 and drive around with a beautiful watch like a cool boy. Have a nice day. Was that right, Green Room?
Yeah. I think you're right there. You're right. He's very. I got to tell you, Yankee Doodle, this is an amazing watch. Go for it. Fucking amazing. These advanced research ones, huge potential.
So speaking of potential, what's going to happen with Sirocco's crooked leg? Are we going to have amputation here? What's the healthcare like? What insurance?
Sirocco,
tell us the story, Sirocco. Tell us.
We want to know. Keep an eye on it
on the stream. If he's gonna,
can you give us a photograph of your leg? We want to see your foot, mate. Turn the camera on. Show us your foot.
What I will do, if they decide to amputate, I'll have to time it. So I've got to share the love. I've got to share the love here. So I'll have to, as you know, I go on Marcelo's channel a bit, and obviously Archie is the OG. So what I will do is I will live stream it on the ArchieLuxury and Marcelo Time channel at the same time. How about that?
That's sweet.
Make sure you get it tattooed first to say, take this one. Not the other, just
not the one. Take the one with 5 toes, not the one with 4.
Yeah, take this one.
Yeah, Sirocco, are you okay about it, man? Maybe you should get some antibiotics, because you can go to the pharmacy in El Pasadoro and just self-subscribe antibiotic. Why don't you take a course of antibiotics, man?
Because that leg's going to end up in some enchilada somewhere on the roadsides.
The shit that you can buy in these fucking pharmacies, they have boards out the front
Super chat.
with the list of shit that you can buy.
Yes, everything's available. You don't need a prescription.
Everything. You don't need a script.
Pavel, $5. He was destined for a peg leg. Thank you.
Because Sirocco's leg's going to end up in a taco somewhere on a roadside stall in Coon Can.
That's awful to say. I hope you're okay, Sirocco.
It'll be good. Yeah, I'll be fine.
You'll only know it when you find the toenail.
Yeah. Oh shit! What a fucking button by mistake. Am I still here? Yeah, I am. I think I just strained a ligament walking down with fucking
just
worn out fucking thongs.
Are you eating vegetables, Sirocco?
Pavements that Archie, you'd be amazed the shit that I'm eating. I'm eating fucking everything. I'm eating so much seafood. I haven't had a fucking steak for 2 weeks at least. Living on fucking fish tacos and fucking chicken moles and fucking I had shrimp fajitas today, which is fucking beautiful. Washed down with some Bohemia Clara beer, the local beer. I'm eating.
I'd be more worried about finding a better doctor than a restaurant, Sirocco. Honestly, mate.
I hurt the foot on the way to the fucking restaurant. Can you believe? Actually, I hurt the foot on the way to the pub to meet Ms. Sirocco, so we could go for fucking dinner.
So how are you going getting your leg over the missus, mate, on holidays now?
Oh, shit.
Well, I can say
here we go.
I'm free for a little while.
Here we go. We need Cipro antibiotics. Sirocco sales. You need Ciprado antibiotico. Antibiotics.
That's very good. That's very good. That's a very good Italian Mexican accent.
Yes.
So how are you gonna go getting onto your boat off the jetty with just one leg?
Well, I got fucking. Oh, that's easy. That's not even a step up. That's a step across. That's quite simple. I can just peg leg it across. Now
just
I'll
fall into
give it a day and I'll be fine. Exactly.
Have you got a transom at the back? Have you got a transom at the back in case you miss, so you can crawl back on board again?
Yes, he
I've
does.
got I've got rails on the back.
No, have a transom. It'd be made out of teak. It'd be teak or fiberglass.
Yeah, I don't have a tram as such. I have just a flat deck.
Yeah.
There was a boat he was
with
looking at
rails
that
and
had
shit.
you can raise it or lower it. Maybe we should get one of those so we can just roll off the jetty onto the boat like a seal.
That's the one.
A seal out the back with his one.
That's the one.
He could jump into the ocean like a seal.
Yeah.
And
Please
you could use
listen
the electric
to me,
boat
bloke
lift.
Baitlers.
So have you gone to a
Big
Mexican? Have you gone to a Mexican barber yet?
A Mexican who?
Mexican barber.
Barber. What,
I like-
that
yeah.
haircut thing?
When I like to travel, I like
had
going
a
to
haircut
barber
the day
shops.
before I flew out. I hate
right.
barbershops, and no
No, I
doubt-
love barbershops.
I
Wherever
think
you travel, I like to
Mr.
go
Rocco-
and find the most local, longest established barbershop, usually with
Oh,
an
you're
ethnic
joking.
I found a really good
Yeah, I
massage
love
place.
good barbershops. What?
So, Rocco, have you
There you
been
go.
to
I
a
don't do
Mexican
the barber
bordello
trick.
by any chance? Have you been to any Mexican bordellos?
He's been to the titty twister.
I've walked past. I've been walking past all these chicks coming in for a massage, and I've been saying to Ms. Sirocco, because she speaks
Is that how your
a
legs
fair amount
swelled
of Spanish, and I that's the wrong leg. I just said, can you just ask them if they give me a happy ending at the end of it? And she does, and no. I don't know if she's just,
Я не знаю тогда, что там можно сделать.
you don't walk far on a boat. Get with a boat.
Timmy's being
Fucking
secretive
awesome.
there. He's speaking in another language.
Timmy needs to mute Timmy for fuck's sake. Someone paid a
I've
mute
muted Timmy. I've muted him. I've muted
Oh,
I'll
him.
give you
that.
20 to mute Timmy. 20 to mute Timmy.
Oh, an
you
old
go.
Kingsford Smith.
Kingsford
An old
Smith,
20.
yeah.
That.
Oh,
But
fucking paper
I
thing.
even
Is that
had
paper?
Commonwealth of
Make it-
Australian notes.
Make
Sov,
it 50
Commonwealth.
To, make it 50 to mute Timmy.
Can you remember? And what about
There
the
you go.
100? You know, the Mawson 100 came out?
Yeah.
Don't push
Actually,
your
I've got a story about that. I used to
Yes.
date a person that used to work in a bank, and in those days it was all cash,
Yep.
Everything was cash. The only
Yep.
credit card was bank card, as before Visa and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
And the Mawson $100 bill, when you actually used to fold it, Mawson
Yep.
was in the center. It was the only note that the
Yep.
actual person was in the center, not on the side.
Yep.
And
Yep.
in the old days, notes always used to be folded in
Yes.
half like that. So when it was folded, Mawson's
Yep.
eye used to be right on the actual fold. And I remember
Yep.
in this fold, it was just hundreds of thousands of $100 notes sitting there looking at us in the bank vault.
Oh, I see.
It was freaky, man.
Was it erotic?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Money,
after close.
power.
It was after closing time. Put it that way. Yeah.
Timmy,
I-
right?
All I can remember was leaving a very large deposit, and then a quick withdrawal.
Sov, the king of one-liners. We love it, Sov.
Oh,
Just
I might
gotta
have made
keep
that.
your
I might have
Belmont.
made-
Keep your Belmont out the front.
Might have made that last bit up, or maybe
It's
not.
funny. I never realized, Sov, the Belmont was the cheaper one. The
Yes, it
Kingswood
was.
was the middle, and the Premier.
Yes.
I thought they were all Kingswoods. I didn't realize that was the trim level.
No, it was a trim
Belmont,
level.
Kingswood, and Premier.
And they moved to basically numbers and letters after that. They moved to SL, SLX, SLE, all that type of thing after that. That was the last of them actually using names for quite some time.
Yes.
Until it came back again and it returned again where they used things like Calais and all that type of stuff.
And the Calais-
Bellina.
Super chat, Archie. Super chat.
Aussies couldn't spell Calais with a C. That
No,
was
ended
very
with it.
revolutionary. Remember that?
Yes,
Calius, wasn't it? CAL.
S on the end.
CALAI.
IS.
Calais. It
Yeah.
was weird, wasn't it?
That's a port in France, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Because
Yeah,
it was a
crossing Dover.
Commodore. Remember the
'Cause it was a-
Commodore?
The Berliner was the Kingswood, the Calais was the Premier, and the
Yeah.
Executive was the Belmont. Yeah.
Yes. Remember, everyone wanted to be. It's very aspirational then, weren't they?
It was the one made for fleet sales.
Sales reps.
Yeah,
Sales
fleet
reps.
sales. Yeah. Yep.
Justin Forge, $5. Yep, gout. In your own words, lots of shrimp and beer. Recipe for disaster. Love, Sov, and so. Justin Forge has just said that is gout. You've got gout, Sov. Sorry, Sirocco.
Thanks,
Rocco,
Justin.
no.
I do know gout. I do get gout in my right knee occasionally, which I used to get when
shrimp and beer, lots of shrimp and beer. Recipe for disaster. Why don't you just change your? So I'm Sov, do you want to listen to us for free? Sorry, so Rocco, do you want to listen to us for free, or do you want to lose the leg? What do you want? What do you want?
I'll listen to Dr. Archie.
Just eat some simple, simple foods.
Tomorrow, tomorrow will be chicken. Actually, I think we're going Italian tomorrow. I think we're going Italian. There's a really good restaurant here. Absolutely fucking
I'm not
fantastic.
joking. So Rocco, I'm not joking, man. You've got to be careful, man.
What if it turns serious, man? What if it turns serious? What options do you have in another country?
El Facto. It's El Facto.
El Facto. I end up fucking. I can't in current climate. I can't get back to Australia anyway, even if I fucking wanted to. I doubt if I could even get to the States at the moment. Although I could get a COVID test. COVID testing, they're really taking it fucking serious in this place. Everywhere you fucking go, doesn't matter if it's just you're going to buy a fucking souvenir friggin' bottle opener, which I had to do because we didn't have a fucking bottle opener for my Stellas. So if you're going for a souvenir or a shirt or a fucking meal or fucking whatever, or even a massage, there's someone at the front door taking your temperature. You've got to wear a mask before you walk in. They take your temperature and they give you a squirt of fucking sanitizer before you go in. That's every single place. Now,
That's
across the water... Big pardon?
That's in Cozumel, Mexico?
That's in Cozumel.
Wow.
Really take it serious. Now, over in Playa del Carmen, when I was over there last week...
You're double vaxxed. Just say I'm double vaxxed.
Yeah, but they just want to make sure that you're masked up, your hands are clean, and you haven't got a temperature. Over in Playa del Carmen, in the main drag, which is called Fifth Avenue, every 50 meters, and this is probably a 2 or 3 kilometer long street full of fucking shops and restaurants, whatever. Every 50 odd meters, there is a COVID testing station. Because everyone, if they leave, because they're all American fucking tourists here, and if you come here, you got to, before you go home back to the States, you've got to have a test negative for COVID.
Well, you're lucky you got out, Sirocco, because in Queensland now it's a 7 to 9 day wait for your PCR test. So there's no way in the world you would even got on a plane if you were leaving now.
Yes. It's actually gone really bad.
Yeah,
Sirocco,
it's all gone tits up in Australia at the moment.
Yep.
It's really bad.
I've seen that 30,000 a day or something. That's
it's doubling every
we were a year
hours.
ago. Yeah, fuck.
Well, they opened the borders. This was.
It was always going to happen.
You liberal Sov, you didn't like what Palachuk said, so you thought, okay, let's just open her up, get the economy going, and this is the result, Sov.
Oh, we were living in a fool's paradise in Queensland for ages. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, you can't keep tracing this shit this is just, you can't trace, like, if you go somewhere, do you scan now? I don't know.
No, yes, you do. Well, it was just buying time. It was just buying time until everyone was vaccinated. And then you just have to let it rip. It has to take its natural course.
It's like pulling the skin off a Band-Aid. Yes. Eventually
but we were fortunate in Australia in Queensland, because it was just, 0 cases, 0 transmissions, 0, only a handful of deaths in the early days. But that's part of history now. We'll never see that again.
Do you think it was a mistake for them to open the door?
The only mistake was they should have anticipated how quickly and they should have had the rat tests been available, freely available for everyone, because it's just totally overwhelmed the system now for testing. They should have, like, WA has done it right, where ER is from, because until they've got enough rapid antigen tests for everyone.
WA is still closed. You can't...
Yeah, WA, they've got it right, exactly. Yeah, and they will open up once their vaccination rate's up and they've got the rapid antigen tests available, because that way you can just go. Because what is happening, everyone is shopping now to go on a holiday. They all want to take their holiday, so they're shopping for a PCR test to go on a holiday, and they're also shopping to say, I want another fucking week's worth of holidays. Right, I can't come into work. I want another 5 weeks.
But this is where this is where the our fucking, dare I say, esteemed fucking Prime Minister has fucked up yet again in this pandemic. He fucked up right at the beginning by claiming that he had enough vaccinations to cover fucking the population of Australia 3 times. That was in October 2020. And when push came to shove last year, he had nothing. And now he's fucked up again by failing to organise this. He's ultimately, the buck stops with him.
Well, he had enough
you can't blame the state.
He had enough vaccinations,
well, he did.
But it was AstraZeneca. And it turned out that the public didn't want AstraZeneca in Australia because we're vaccine snobs.
Well, that's I had AstraZeneca.
I got it, and I had
he had enough vaccinations available, but he backed the wrong horse, right? And it was because of the associated problems and deaths of it, and he backed the wrong horse. Because in Australia, we were not sick, we were not crook, the pandemic wasn't here. You would take any vaccine when thousands of people are dying a day, but when no one was dying a day, for a while, AstraZeneca was killing more people than what the virus was. So no one wanted to take AstraZeneca. There's people who don't have partners, husbands, wives, and that now because they did the right thing and went out with the vaccine, and that killed it. And then they just had to wait for it to expire. That's when they said they could give it to kids because the expiry date was going, and they had to get the Pfizer in. And that's why he had enough vaccinations, but he just backed the wrong horse, and the public didn't want to buy it.
I don't think he's. Look, I'll be honest with you. There, I think the states are fucking nasty. They hate. They're so political. The states have so much power where he is fucking powerless to react. You understand that, Sirocco? Like, the Labor states have been very confrontational against him.
Yeah, but
they'll fucking do anything.
I think Palaszczuk did the right thing. I think Palaszczuk's done the right thing.
Her name is Palaszczuk, okay? It's Polish. It's not French. Let's just clarify this here. Sirocco,
Palaszczuk.
It's Polish. She's not French, is she?
Yeah.
It's Palaszczuk.
This is very true.
Okay. My dad went to school with Henry, okay? My dad went to school with... my dad went to school with her father. It's Palaszczuk. It was never Palaszczuk.
It's Sob's fault. They dated at the cinema.
Yes.
Oh, my good God.
Henry took his missus there on the first date.
Yes.
Did you supply the back seats?
We still can't get the stain off the carpet.
I got to tell you, those carpet beetles have eaten that long ago, Sov. You know this as well as I do. Those carpet beetles. That's where I fucking got my carpet beetles from, is from your cinema. You know that? You
brought them to my bloody joint, you bastard.
Those little moths, you just see them flying around.
Yeah, no, that is carpet beetles are everywhere in Queensland. It's just unfortunately it's like lawn beetles. But Henry did have his first date with his missus at the cinema, but we didn't own it back then. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that was 60 years ago.
Okay, that's your story. You'll just stick to that one.
Yep.
I thought you owned that one for longer than that. No.
No, 69. 69.
69. Shit.
69.
Wow.
69 to 2019.
Wow. 2019?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
50 years.
Do you regret getting out?
No. I love work, and I'm semi-retired now. I'm only doing 30 hours a week, so it's just.
And you come on here.
Good
you
God.
come on the ArchieLuxury stream.
I would, exactly. If it's just that you broadcast for overseas market, and I'm not always available during the daytime. So but sometimes I am, and here I am. Yeah, probably lucky that I work, Arch. Otherwise, you'd still have no super chats. How bad is today?
Look,
They won't.
I'll be honest,
They won't even pay to piss me off.
They love you,
that really
Savron.
comes to something.
They
when
love
they
you.
don't- Yeah.
No, they don't.
$50
They
to
don't.
boot Savron.
Why nobody
20 to boot Tim.
make me quiet?
To
I'll
tell
do
you
it
the
for
truth,
a.
Nick, to
I'll
be
do it
honest
for a
with you,
$5.
20 to boot Tim.
let me just put this into perspective there. Let me put this into perspective, right? Yesterday was the worst day in 6 months.
Yep.
And today is worse.
No, but
Okay,
plastic's got it. Plastic's got it right. We have the end of the financial year, which is halfway. Americans have the financial year.
People
at
have
the end of the
realized,
year.
shit,
They've
I've
gone to
spent
their
so much.
accountant.
That's correct.
And they've said, "What's this fucking $15,000 donated to a YouTuber?" So they've pulled their heads.
Yeah, who's this ArchieLuxury dude that you're giving money to?
What's this Google thing?
Yeah, what the fuck's
I
that about?
understand.
You're right.
No,
So
it
it's
gets you into
end of
trouble. I
financial
remember I
year
was.
for the Yanks and the Poms, and also it's holiday season. It's still holiday season. They're all out here. There's fucking cruise ships galore out here. It's fucking amazing. That was a fucking massive surprise. And then we got Marcelo.
Cruise
No one's even
ships.
paying to mute Marcelo. What's going on?
Yeah, why nobody mute me?
People are broke.
People are broke.
to
Brocus
know.
Can't
pocus.
afford to mute
Brocus
Marcelo.
pocus. So Archie, did you
By the way,
put some
the
money
14th
away from all that
14th
good
is when
year
the
you had?
paychecks
Did
come
you get to stash any away? Did you get to invest any? Did you buy any Bitcoin?
was I
Did you
supposed
any
to put
money
it
in
away?
shares?
Was I
Hey, well,
supposed
you've
to put it
blown
away?
Have you blown the whole lot on luxury carpet? What's happening?
He
And
put
the,
it.
you see
He
the curtains
blown it
behind?
on
Those are
luxury
not
black
blankets. They're not
shirts.
towels. Those are not
Put your
towels.
hands on now. Stop you.
These Rolex don't buy themselves, boys. Archie and luxury needs to be super chatted.
Look, to
Super
be
chat
honest with
talking
you
of which,
guys,
there is
Fat
one.
Windbag banned £2 never was so much owed by so many to so few.
Oh my god. Shades of Winston.
Peace,
Why are you
war.
talking here?
Yeah.
Stop
Exactly.
talking here. 'Cause
Look, I got to tell you guys, seriously. Look,
Fat
I paid my
Windbag
credit
Ben
card
has
off.
really come to the fore in the past 6 months. He's been a great punter of the channel.
Hey,
Started
Archie,
off as a troll, and now he's one of the defenders.
He's one of the big
Arch,
defenders.
Arch, do
Very
you want
good.
some salt on your wounds? You want some salt on your wounds?
I gotta say
What's the
something. I gotta say,
salt?
what did Chickle?
Let me show you some salt.
Are
you ready?
Wang Shou Hao. And what I just said, I said,
Sure.
I've got to head out.
Let
Thanks
me
for
show you
having
some
me on the
salt
show
on
tonight.
your
Good evening.
wounds. Look at this, full screen.
Oh, what is that? A Daytona? A
Salt.
Platona?
You know
Whose
whose
is
watch
that?
this is?
Who's that?
Yours.
Guess.
Your wife.
You're never gonna guess. in a minute.
Diego.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care.
That's
That's
funny.
okay.
Great man. Arch is a smart guy.
It looked better on a bracelet.
Diego's
Not
got a very
rubber.
big chip on his shoulder, Sov, and I blame you for this.
It's the
Why-
same
why's
old
that?
people.
Why's it my
No,
fault?
Have a good night.
Well, I'm ethnic, so I
the
can't.
Irish guy.
It's because
Irish
he's
guy, don't
angry.
Cheers, Eric.
We need you.
He is angry because the reality is that just hang on one tick there. Just
Matt,
checking
you
something.
were a bit hard on everyone yesterday, Arch. You were fucking cranky because you hadn't had a decent feed. You were hungry and you were nasty. You tore everyone a fresh one yesterday, mate. No way in the world. Yep. Yeah,
Why
that
you
was
say
what was
that?
wrong yesterday. I could tell you were hungry and you were mean and you were cranky, and it was like, if I don't get any fucking food soon, I'm just
Cranky?
Poor little dear. He just wanted to come on and show you his watches.
Yes.
He has
Okay.
changed a bit lately, Diego. He's a bit more. I never liked him much when he first came on. He's a bit of a twerp, but he's mellowed a little bit lately.
I have to agree with you there, so sometimes he comes up with some shit that you go, "Oh, my AD called me." Well, fuck off. We don't need to know that, and Archie's already done that bit.
Well, I got a call yesterday. I got the call yesterday from Hourglass, and I thought, "You beauty."
Yes.
The phone call came through. Didn't recognize the number, and a woman came on. She said, "It's Hourglass Jewelers," and I thought,
Yes.
"Here we go.
Ooh.
Here is the root beer," but it
Yes.
turned out to be Anthony's Hourglass Jewelers, which is not Hourglass Jewelers. They didn't even sell watches.
And what did they say?
One of my old staff was just going for a job there, and they're using me as a referee. So not hope she gets the job, but not the hourglass I was hoping for. Ripped off.
Very.
Can you
Sucked in.
So I got to tell you, Sovereign itself. There, it's a tough. The Google, the I'm having lunch with you. That's been covered. I've got money for that. I've got money put aside for that. I paid my card.
Timmy, pay attention. Participate. Stop looking at the leads. You're on the ArchieLuxury show.
I don't know what you guys talking about. Listening, it's like different language.
Well, if you paid attention, you might learn something.
I'm sorry, I just.
So
would like a super chat.
Leads. I don't. Do you? What would you say to Timmy? He wants to do YouTube full time. So what would you say to him?
What do you think about
Get
that
out now.
idea?
Any
Sorry, my name's
career
not Sol.
advice?
So a little bit disappointed if he was employed by his parents and letting his family down. Timmy, did you leave or were you asked to leave?
I was asked to leave. I was politely.
Does he tell the
told to
truth?
get
Is
the
this the spin?
outta
Is this the spin? I don't understand.
Tell us the circumstances, Tim. We want to know. Were you
No,
asked to leave or
seriously,
did
I
you
mean-
leave?
I was told to get the F out. Yeah.
Well, what
In those
brought
words?
that up?
Huh?
How much were you earning there? What sort of salary
Oh.
range?
No, it was not much. It was not much.
Well, what
50,
brought about that
60?
circumstances? A family would never do that to a son, even.
What do you mean? It's no.
What did you do? What fucked up real big time? What went wrong, Timmy? The real story, Tim. We want to know. You owe it to the punters.
Come on, Tim. Open up. Open up.
What is
I
the
already
catalyst?
explained
What is
the
the catalyst
story.
to your YouTube career? What was the point? What caused you leaving the family business? Why were you asked?
I think he was. I think it
I
was just.
sacked.
Look,
I was sacked.
I think he said he.
What, for
I honestly don't-
misappropriation or for poor performance or for what?
It is a combination. It was what happened? They're so.
Can
cocky,
I
you know,
can I
they're
be
so cocky.
can I be blunt? Am I allowed to
Sure.
be blunt here?
Did you fuck
Yes,
up,
you
Tim, or
can.
not?
Let's go.
Did you fuck up,
Can
Timmy?
No,
Did-
no, it
did
didn't do
they-
anything that
Timmy-
bad.
Timmy,
Yeah.
did they turn around and say, "Timmy, fuck off, you're a useless cunt"?
Kinda, yeah.
Let's be
yeah,
blunt.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what did they give a reason? Apart from being a useless cunt.
I shared the circumstance. I told.
Or was
them-
it from appearing on the ArchieLuxury show?
Well, listen. The thing is, I'm not. No. That had nothing to do with that. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just I
Because
told
you
them,
were
listen.
tired from appearing on the ArchieLuxury show?
What? No, it has nothing to do with ArchieLuxury show.
It's nothing.
I
Not that
was
I'm lazy.
working.
He says.
I was.
Do you have
working,
any
they were
siblings that
asking me to do
outperformed
extra
your?
jobs.
Do you have siblings that outshone you and made your
Yes, I do. Yes,
work
I do.
ethics?
I have a sibling in Cornell. Ooh. Yeah.
So
The thing is,
there was a long
that-
pregnant pause
you
there,
know-
Timmy. Let's get back to the sibling.
You know what it was?
Let's get back to
It
the
was.
sibling.
You know what really shitted them off?
Did he or
because
she
I was right, Savran. Because I
outshine
was
you?
right. That's what really shitted them off. They wanted
Super
to
chat,
take off
Archie.
the sticker from the door, the sticker, right?
Yeah.
And I told
the
them,
one
don't
staying
take
in
it off.
Timmy's
It will
room.
damage the paint.
Yes.
And they didn't listen. They took it off, and it damaged the paint. And then they
So
said, "Here,
you-
you paint the door." And I said, "I don't know if I told you guys not to take the sticker off in the first place, and I don't know how to paint doors." And they said, "Here, just do it anyway." So I did it. They fucking
you fucked
hated
up.
the results. They said, "Oh, you did it. You painted it poorly, because out of spite." And I'm like, "You're making me do this work that I'm not really want to do. What the hell? What do I know about painting doors?"
So did you
Yeah.
prepare the door? Did you sand it back? Did you put a primer and a sealer over where the sticker
come
was?
On,
Did you
come
use a
on. I
solvent
don't
to
know about
remove the glue?
primers, sealants?
Did you use
and all
Did
that
you use
stuff.
a gloss? Did you use
Come on.
you know?
Water-based?
Because doors have got to be enamel because they're used touched all the time. They have to
I don't
be
know
they've got
anything
some-
oil-based
they've got
enamel.
Doors. I don't
They
wanna
have
know
some
anything.
actually new water-based paints, which is almost as good. So
No,
you notice,
it's got to be.
you notice with
enamels.
old
Yeah.
enamel, it goes yellow, but
Yellow. It goes yellow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with enamel. You know.
Nothing wrong with going a
Bright
bit yellow,
blue
a bit jaundice.
comment, $2. How are diet and get gout not bringing super chats? Bright blue comment. You notice
So
the laugh there. Okay, do you notice just very quickly? Notice the laugh to circular logic to change the topic. A crazy laugh.
Sticker.
Then the next.
The sticker. Let's go back to the sticker. Was it a political sticker? Was it what type of sticker?
Closed due to COVID.
Hang on, talking of stickers,
Super sticker.
Finchy, £2. Super sticker.
There you go. It was a super sticker on the door, and they told me to take it off. I said, "Don't take it off; it will ruin the paint."
So,
and that really shit.
What
them
was
up.
the sticker?
Right.
You should have softened up the sticker with a little bit of orange oil first, a little bit of solvent.
My family, they got really big chip on their shoulder. They think they're always right. Okay. They think I'm lazy. They think I don't wanna. They think I don't wanna do things. But like,
well, why couldn't you paint the door? Why couldn't a middle?
Because I told them in the first
a man
place,
in his 30s couldn't
I
paint
said
a door.
it would be. It's like sovereign. It's like if you want to move something, right? Like let's say you have that.
So they asked for men on horseback, and you gave them a boy on a bicycle. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me explain. Let's say you have a really old refrigerator over there in back of you, right? And you tell me, "Hey, I'm gonna move this refrigerator," and I tell you back like, "Hey, Savran, that's a bad idea. It looks good the way it is. If you move it, it'll fall down, you'll damage it." And then you move it, something breaks during the move, and then you blame me for not helping you out. And I said, like, I never said I will help you out moving the fucking thing.
So it was pride.
That's the dynamic.
It was pride.
Listen, they fucking hate me. They hate my guts. They
Your
think
mother can't hate a son.
They hate me. Trust me. You know.
You're lazy, Tim. That's the problem.
You're lazy, stepdad.
I'm
lazy. Yes, I'm lazy. Yeah. But it's not like my laziness proved to be correct that time.
But Tim,
if they were lazy, we wouldn't have the problem.
Timmy, did you Google how to paint a door properly, or did you just slap it on?
Come on, man. Come on, Savra. Why would I do that?
It's what most people would do. You check what you're doing. If you don't know,
I'm not even in the mood to paint it. I knew it will be damaged. I said, don't take it off. Do you understand? Like, why?
I gotta say this, Tim. Tim, why don't you
Preparation is 90% of the job, Tim. Preparation is 90% of the job.
But Savran, the door wouldn't need to be painted if they just listened to me. Do you understand? Like, that is how simple it is.
Well, if you knew you were right,
did we find out what the sticker was?
I didn't have to do the work.
Was it a Bernie sticker?
How about what happened to if you break it, you fix it? What happened to that?
We have a rule in Australia: when you lend your mate a car, you bend it, you mend it.
Yeah, right. What happened to that? You bend it, you mend it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why isn't the person who didn't listen?
Who owned the door and who put the fucking sticker on?
You fucked up the door by pulling the sticker off, and then you tried to
take the sticker off.
You didn't. Here it is. It's coming out now. Who did take the sticker off, and why didn't you try to defend?
My mom did it. I said, "Don't take it off. It will fuck up the door."
Yeah.
She didn't listen to me. She took it off. It fucked up the door. She went to my stepdad, and the stepdad said, "Hey, well, he's working here. Make him paint it." And I said, "What the fuck?" It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit.
No, I don't
so
know.
You broke a family business relationship over a sticker on a door.
No, it wasn't me. They did it. I painted it, and they didn't like my job and my work. They said, "Oh, you didn't put the effort into it." Super chat.
Hi, Baron. $100. Arch, Happy New Year, my friend. Fresh snow here in the mountains of West Virginia. Wood stove heating the house. Make sure and get outside in the sunlight and take walks when you can. Accountant said I may be able to list you as a dependent. Happy New Year, fellas. Look at that. The Pine Baron.
Pine Baron.
What a nice guy. Look, by the way, Sob, are nuts bad for you if you eat nuts?
No, nuts are good for you in small amount, but they do contain high amounts of fat.
How much nuts would be enough to eat a day?
What can fit in the palm of your hand?
Palm of the hand.
It's a
What
big
nuts would you
palm, though,
prefer?
maybe half.
Cashews, pecans, or pistachios?
Almonds.
Almonds are better.
Almonds.
Okay.
I don't think peanuts are
Pistachios are more of a moorish nut that want to make you keep going.
Yes.
And same
Ooh,
with
who fell
cashews. They're
out?
very
Sirocco.
flavoursome. So if you start with almonds are a little bit bitter, so you won't get that sort of keep going. Yeah.
So fuck, you look thin, man.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
No, but it's not in a good way, Sov. I prefer the old Sov. The jolly Sov. I like the jolly Sov, not this imposter. Skinny imposter.
Well, there you go.
You look like you came out of Outswish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look very thin there. Jesus
Well, this is
Christ.
the weight you're aiming for, Arch. You said you wanted to get to 100 kgs, didn't you?
110, Sov.
110.
240 pounds.
So I'm sitting at 100 kgs at the moment. I really.
Yeah, but
need
you're
to
6'4" for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm a tall fella. Yeah.
You should put a bit on. That pizza place down the road there, I tell you what, they had some nice combo meal deals.
That conversation made me hungry, Arch. What should I order? So depressing.
Do you reckon I should shave my hair for $1,000, Sov? Yes or no?
Yeah, go for it, man. I'd shave my hair frequently. I did a couple of years ago, actually. I got
you look quite good.
That's not gonna Arch. You have to play it like you don't want to shave it. Like,
well, I don't really want to shave, to be completely frank with you.
You're not even for 1,000, because I didn't want to fucking do it.
I don't want to do it for 5,000.
I want to get my hair.
Get rid of the comb over, Arch, and go for the shave, mate.
Hey, Sov, I'm thinking about writing a letter to my Rolex dealers in Brisbane.
Yeah, go on, tell. Listen, I'm listening.
So I was going to say to them, I want to share my Rolex story and say, I'm coming up to my 50th. Can you help? Now, I was going to say I want a GMT. So either any GMT, as long as it's steel or two-tone.
Should I order ice cream, Arch?
Do you reckon that'd be sensible? What would you do if you were me? Like, to try and get... Was it worth sending a letter off? My birthday's in October. Would you pull...
Arch.
Notice the narcissist always brings the conversation back to him.
Arch.
The narcissist always brings the conversation back.
Does that look good?
That looks good. I really... They're very fatty
it's a chocolate
and
biscuit.
artificial.
Yeah.
It's just all... That's all the key
watch
ingredients
channel,
of that are
please.
powder.
Rolex.
So,
we need
do you
Rolex
think...
here.
What would you do if you were me? Do you reckon it's worth sending a letter?
No, I do not.
I'll get nothing.
You're ArchieLuxury. You're the pontiff.
Yeah,
you don't demean yourself by ass licking an AD.
Yeah, but I'm just asking. So hey,
you are more than half the reason why there's a worldwide Rolex shortage.
So what should I do then, Sov? How do I get one? I want a Pepsi. What should I do? Should I make any attempt? Because otherwise, I would make no attempt. I'll get nothing.
36,000 will buy you a Mark III Pepsi dial. Mark III Pepsi bezel.
Yeah, but should I approach the deal, or you reckon keep your dignity, Arch?
Keep your dignity. Keep your dignity.
I noticed Nico said that. You noticed Nico said that. He said, keep your dignity, go grey market. And I got to be honest with you, he's pretty right. It's like wanting to join an exclusive club. Are you a member of Tattersoul's?
No, I don't agree much with what Nico says, to tell you the truth, mate. He's ripped you off with your cavalier attitude and your cussing and your verboseness and all that type of thing. He's an Irish copy of Archie.
So what do I do, man?
Pay the piper. Pay the
piper.
Sent
me $1,000. Yeah, I did okay.
Yeah, but that was just a bloody flex. That was just a dick measuring competition.
I don't care. I don't care. Money's money, Sov.
Yeah.
It's like those pets I can eat. You understand, Sov?
Would you eat the ice cream, Arch? Would you eat the ice cream?
To be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. With my diet, I'm actually pretty happy to give this a good squirt. Okay, I really want to give it a good try. I don't, as Sov said something very important. He said it's got to be in your own psychological mind. You've got to say, you know what? I really want to give this a squirt. I don't care. I mean, I could have you got to have some willpower. If you're going to eat the fucking thing, you're going to be fat. As simple as that. if I go and order 3 lots of wontons and a Domino's pizza and this and that, well, you're going to put weight on. Simple, Sob, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah.
gotta
Another
have
good thing is just don't eat anything that comes out of a crinkly bag.
The good
That's
news
another
too is
good
your
rule.
wife was never that good a cook, was she?
Oh, she always makes wholesome meals. But no, she's not a domestic goddess, as in loves to bake and cook and all that type of thing. So, yeah.
Is that good or bad?
She provides food for the family, yeah, great. But she doesn't like to bake, or she doesn't like to. She's just not into cooking. She's a industrial chemist. She's not a.
Yeah, she's a professional. She's a professional. How's her job? She's okay. She's okay.
Yeah, all good. Yep,
All
back in the saddle again. Yeah.
So I got to tell you this, man. Seriously, I think you're very right. You have to mentally say, you know what? I want to give this a go. Now.
Yes.
Weight loss is look. I'll be honest with you. I think Green Room's had some good tips there.
What is a catalyst? Is it you feel that you've been shamed? Did you have to go on the beach and wear your pants?
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a buyer. They're sellers. I'm a buyer. I don't give a fuck what those. But the thing is, Sov. No, I'm coming to 50.
Parlor and they had to lift something up to find it, or what?
No, there's no shame. Look, I'll be honest with you. What I find is, I'm coming into 50. I would like to get healthy for my 50th birthday.
Yeah,
that's my aim. I want to be healthy by 50. Okay. So I'm thinking to myself, what do I? Well, I would like to be a bit lighter. Okay.
So you've got what, 9 months to your birthday? 10, when is your birthday?
October.
10.
Late October. So
yeah,
I
it's
think,
not going to happen.
What?
By then?
20 kilos, 10 kilos.
Hey.
10 kilos.
For you to get to a healthy weight, which would be mid 90s for you, is going to take.
Fuck mid 90s. I want 110 as the goal weight.
But you can be that ArchieLuxury in the photo with the tie on and carrying your briefcase. You can do that again.
The briefcase.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, okay, so that's about 110, right?
Super chat, Arch.
Super chat. SR Bell, $2. AC, I've been pooping blood all day. Advice.
If that is true, colonoscopy.
Yeah. And it could just be a polyp, man. Don't fucking get if it's red blood. That's fucking a healthy sign. Okay.
Is that the good blood? So which one's the good blood?
The best case scenario is it's a hemorrhoid or it's a polyp, right? And it's red blood, which means it hasn't been through the digestive tract. So if you wipe your ass and it's red blood, it's coming out closer to the end, so it's easy to fix. If it's coming out brown, that means the blood has been through your digestive tract, which means if you've got a trouble further up, right, which means could be the worst, it could be colon cancer. Seriously.
Here we go.
If you don't fucking ignore it, because you may not be here to super chat in 2 years' time.
Ooh,
Pine Barren, $10. Arch, have you seen the 1967 film 2 for the Road with Albert Finney and Audrey Hepburn? A classic that for anyone that hasn't seen it, Rolex in it as well, I think. No, I haven't. I haven't seen 2 for the Road. What's that like, Sav? Have you seen that?
No, I have not. I'm naive to that one. I'm sorry. I cannot comment because I'm naive to it.
2 for the Road. Jesus Christ. 2 for the Road.
I'd have to probably Google it.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm doing Barbie Googling it. What does it say?
Barbie Googling.
1967 British comedy, romantic comedy. Directed by Stanley Donen.
Albert Finney played Hercule Poirot a few times, though, with a waxy moustache.
Anything great about it? I'm just trying to work it out. What's the plot line here?
The plot
A successful and wealthy architect, Mark Morantz, and his wife. Oh, yes, I've seen this movie. They drive a white 1965 230 SL. Of course, you should have said the car. Yes. Yes, they drive it to Sant Moritz to celebrate the completion of a building project for a client. Tensions between the couple are evident as they journey south. They both remember and discuss several paths journeys along the same road. The earliest memories on a ferry crossing in 1954 when Mark was traveling alone and Joanne was part of the girls' choir. Blah, blah, blah. The next story involves 2 newlywed, Mark's ex-girlfriend, Kathy Manchester, Eleanor Bron, and her husband and daughter, da-da-da-da-da. Eventually, Ruthie reveals the unkind description of Joan.
Spoiler alert.
The next scene, they're driving an MG, which begins to have exhaust trial like all MGs do, finally catching on fire. Yep.
Motor garage.
This is
Yep.
On the journey, Joan announces she's pregnant.
Yes.
They also meet Morris, The next news, they're traveling with their young daughter, Carolyn.
The daughter.
That sounds like a great movie, that. What do you reckon, Sov?
I've heard worse things.
Two for the road.
Anything with Audrey Hepburn in it is pretty good.
And a Mercedes SL, 230 SL in it.
Yep.
Can't beat that.
So, just getting back to SR Bell, I knew he was taking the piss there, but if there is any punter who is usually middle-aged in there that has that, please get it checked, man, because it's
Are you scared when you get things checked? I don't really like this shit. You know, I don't like this stuff.
Yeah, I know he was just taking the piss, but
just be
might
careful,
be some guys in there watching it that who does happen to it, and it's one of the most curable cancers out there, bowel cancer. It is the most curable cancer, but if you let it sit,
You know who had that? T and Tickers had that. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, he's lucky because if you let it go, it'll go straight to your liver and it'll go to your lungs, and you die fucking drowning sitting up in a chair.
Yeah, he beat it.
Yeah.
He beat it. Very lucky.
Good on him. He's a lovely guy, T and Tickers. Guys, this show here has been interesting. I'm going to wrap this up in 9 minutes. Sov,
Interesting gout conversation.
Pleasure to have.
What happened to Sirocco? He just fell off. Did his leg get
his line's
worse?
not that good.
Fell off
His
the
line's-
boat there for a second.
Here, Stephen Monash, bowel cancer, number 4 cause of death in Australia. Fuck.
Wow.
I got to tell you, seriously, one thing about the COVID thing, which I think has been under, is the mental health issues. I think there's a lot of mental health damage from this COVID shit.
Do you think they're going to be called COVIDians? You know, the new generation? COVIDians?
I don't know. What do you reckon,
catch on.
Sov?
I think the trouble is...
Sirocco's back. He's back. How's the leg, Sirocco?
Oh, the foot's still there. I thought I was going to break my foot. I fell off the fucking
Seriously,
Wi-Fi
Sirocco,
again.
we do want to say something to you. How about go off the booze?
Do you know?
Go off.
All jokes aside, let's let Plastic chat because his Wi-Fi is
Plastic's back. A holiday report. We want to see Plastic with a penguin on the ice skating rink.
He's ice skating in the Gold Coast. How's that?
This is Plastic Holiday Report. Luxury reporting in from Paradise Resort, Gold Coast.
Don't you love it? Plastic goes to the Goldie, the home of beaches, and he goes to an ice skating rink.
Have you, hey, Savron, look at the weather. Look at the weather, Savron.
Yeah.
It's a bit overcast.
And it's also tropical cyclone Plastic is off the coast, Savron.
That doesn't look to be too large, that ice skating rink.
No, it's pretty small.
Even with the wide-angle lens on your camera there, it only looks... he's gone.
Sirocco.
Yes, sir.
Please, just go off the booze for a couple of days. Just eat some plainer food.
What do you reckon the public liability is on that?
Sorry?
What do you reckon the public liability is on Plastic's ice skating rink? How many kids are going to twist there, fall down, hit their head?
I love you guys.
Come one, come ye, come all. Plastic slot.
Wristwatch Holic $2. Archie TGV bought a Grand Seiko SBGY007 Thoughts. I think I saw that one. Yeah, good. That's great. Nice watch.
Archie, I love you guys, but I need to go.
No worries. See you later, Marcelo. We love you.
You know what my opinion of Seiko is?
What's that?
Why would you spend $12,000 on a wristwatch that also has the same name on a dot matrix printer?
Yeah, they were good printers, by the way, Kosha.
Yep, Seiko made printers. Just you don't see a fucking Rolex.
I don't know if you know this. Epson, it was owned by Seiko. Epson was Seiko.
Yeah, well, they were Seiko printers, then they renamed themselves Epson.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was also
What
in the
happened? Is
Beverly
Epson
Hillbillies.
still there?
Because it was
Buddy Epson. Remember Buddy
9-pin
Epson?
printers and 24-pin printers. Dot matrix. Word.
yes.
There was. What was the definition of them? There was character perfect or near perfect or something. Anyway.
Near letter quality, NLQ.
Near letter quality, and near letter quality. And to get the 9-pin, you used to go over it 3 times to form the letter correctly, which was near letter quality. But the 24-pin just used to do one pass.
I see. Clever, isn't it? They're still used in some industrial applications, aren't they?
I haven't seen one around for a while, actually. Have not seen one for a long time. We used to use one for address labels for the tractor feed when you used to do
tractor feed, yes.
Because we used to process a lot of accounts, and instead of writing out the envelope by hand, just bring up we used to feed it up.
Yeah. Those were the days, Sov.
Yes, they were.
There's another super chat, Archie.
Another super chat. SR Bell AC. Stop telling Marcelo when the show starts. Thank you. Thank you. I will indeed there.
So, Tim, have you reconciled with your parents? You may not have gone back, but have you reconciled with your parents?
I'm not looking to reconcile. There's nothing to reconcile.
Why is that?
Why?
Why?
This woman gave birth to you, Tim. You must.
She's your mother. Don't you fucking only get one mother? Fuck me dead.
Exactly. And even the world's most ruthless man said, right? No, Archie knows this because I quote this quite a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. My father I respect, but my mother I love.
Mm-hmm. I love her.
Diego M, $5 for the Pepsi fund. Thank you, Diego. I'm quite interested to hear Sovereign said I shouldn't send a... Yeah, I think you're right. Keep your dignity, Sov, don't you think?
Yeah, getting back to the role.
It's like joining an exclusive men's club. Don't stoop to that level to get in, don't you think?
Exactly.
If they want to invite you, they'll send you the gold pass. If they don't want you in, who cares?
Exactly. Well, what happened to Jeff? Because remember Jeff? Jeff from Melbourne?
He was a Rolex plant.
He was a Rolex plant. And within Jeff came on and you got your Rolex and then Jeff disappeared.
Yeah. He's done his purpose, done his deed. His deed for the day.
Jeff was a good
Got
bloke.
you the first Rolex.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's not watching. He's not paid. I mean, he's a paid performer. He wouldn't be... He's not a fan or anything like that.
Actor.
But the amazing amount of watches that were sold at Grey Market, which were Box and Papers 2021, just before Christmas, it was insane. Every watch was only basically new to 3 to 4 weeks old. It was sold at Christmas on all the Grey Markets. Every single one was flat.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
You don't mind something that's 2-3 years old in someone's head, but when it's just so fresh,
it's just sickening, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's a lot of punters out there that we wouldn't sell it. You just want it. Go on, sorry. Super
For helping me get through the holidays with entertainment and watch talk. Happy belated New Year. Thank you.
Al is a cool guy.
I got to tell you, Sov, I know a few people who've got relationships with ADs. They're all fucking flippers. Those really big collectors, they all flip. They all flip. And when they say they don't, they're fucking...
My CHNR was basically flipped to an AD. I know plastics. It was just straight out the back door and straight.
The
into
sad
the shelf.
thing is they're not interested. They're not interested in getting these two enthusiasts. They just want to make as much money as possible. See, what I think is the dealers could say, right, if we really wanted to get these watches like Langford's and Hourglass in Brisbane, they could say, right, we need to see your driver's license. Are you a local? And they could also, the rain's coming down. They could also
show us the rain.
Sure, there's not much.
We've never seen
You've seen outside there.
I've never seen a studio.
We've seen outside there.
It's always sunny. It's always
nothing
sunny.
much to show because I got the door over it there. You can't see anything coming. But the thing is, they could say, right, if we want to get it to locals, show us your driver's license, and we'll sell you one. But you can't. They just ask them. A lot of enthusiasts would love to be able to get one, Sov. But it's money talks. They want to give it to the VIPs who buy all the shit, and I think it's really sad, to be honest with you. They don't even try to make it. I really do think that your new watch collector, they're kind of saying they're just pushed out of the whole industry.
When I was in the AD getting the links removed, the main clientele coming up were tourists from New South Wales coming in.
Yeah.
And there was also the bikey element. They were all roided up, all muscle guys, and they're all tattooed up in the Armani shirts and the gold chains on and the big rings and all that type of thing. So
since when were bikes fucking wearing Armani shirts? What's that about? Fuck me.
Yes.
Well, the bikey's mole looks far more attractive than what they did in the 70s. Let's face it now.
Well, yeah.
But Sovron,
I just don't understand.
When they came in, when you
Sorry,
when you
I just don't
were there, what did
understand
they say? What did they say? What did they ask for? What did you see them say? Have you got any sports, Rolex, anything?
Well, when I went in there was 5 pieces in the whole shop. 4 of them were solid gold ladies, no larger than 31 mil, and there was that was it.
Yeah.
So
what did the people say when they came in?
Just wanted stainless steel sports. Walked in the door, asked. They just shook their head and said no, hard to get. And then they just turned on the heel. It's like asking in a fruit shop, do you ever got any avocados?
I see. They all want steel sports is what they wanted.
Steel sports, yes.
You want the healthy vegetables.
How do you know that from New South Wales?
Can someone answer me a question?
Yeah.
Can someone? This is serious. So you got the 80s selling them out the back door to the grey market.
To
all
their
watches
VIPs.
Fucking to their VIPs.
And they
package VIPs, which are then entered
and all these
into
people are
the grey
flipping.
market.
All these people are flipping them over to the grey market. So my question to the experts is, what the fuck is in it for the ADs flipping them off to these VIP fucking flippers to the grey market when they're the most sought after fucking watches, and they're going to sell them anyway to anyone who comes in? So what's in it for the AD to do that? I'm fucking missing something.
That they get to keep their license. Well,
they're going to keep their license, whatever. They're going to keep that anyway.
No, there's
VIPs.
No,
the VIPs are just flipping it. What about you? Remember, there's Tim.
There are bad VIPs. There are good VIPs.
Tim, just bear with me a second. Bear with me a second. There are good
flippers and bad flippers. Let's agree on that.
Right. Yeah. I think they're all fucking bad, frankly. If they're fucking buying them to flip them, fuck them.
Look,
now, but how much money laundering is going on as well too? Is it money laundering as well? Is someone dumping there $20,000-$30,000 worth of cash with cleaning it up, and then all of a sudden, hey presto, then they can double triple it, and then they laundered 20,000 of dirty cash, and then they've got 60,000 of clean cash.
Yeah. So you've got all these fucking watches that people want. It doesn't matter if you're a flipper or fucking what. It could be fucking anyone, any Joe Blow. In my view, 80% of the watch buying public are not collectors. They just want to go out, buy a fucking nice watch, and that's it. One and done, whatever. Then you've got your collectors, perhaps 20% of the market. Okay, and for me that's I think that's optimistic. I just don't understand. The ADs know a bad name is happening. No, hang on, Tim. I haven't quite finished. Sorry. This is my turn. My turn to talk, just for a second, with Archie's indulgence.
The men are speaking.
Yeah, the men are speaking. Stop it. So what all I'm trying to say is, I don't understand when you have a popular watch which is going to be sold anyway, and these ADs aren't fucking stupid. They know what such a bad name Rolex is getting because of this flipping grey market where they're selling it for 10 grand and the next day they're in a grey market for fucking 18. What's in it for the fucking AD?
Because they're getting fringe benefits back. Whoever's buying the maximum amount of them, they may not be giving them more cash for it, but they're giving them back incentives, whatever that may be.
Okay.
So
I guess. Yeah.
incentives may
in the multi-brands, in a store that's a multi-brand like an Hourglass, they will buy the less popular brands to get the Rolex. And for stores who are just Rolex boutiques, well, they used to have to buy Datejust and less desirable models, but every Rolex now is kind of desirable. And they want to keep those people sweet. They don't want to sell them to people who are just enthusiasts.
Yeah,
terrible
still find
thing.
it bizarre. I kind of, yeah, it's shocking.
It's terrible.
Bullshit.
Look,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they have to sell the watches, right? So they have.
Well, they're
to
going to sell them anyway.
Well, no, not necessarily.
I think they will.
like,
I think
look,
your
there's-
normal, you know, fucking 10 years ago, this wasn't happening, and they were still selling fucking watches.
Look, I mean, Sirocco, there's a lot of nasty, vicious fikers out there who would
Well, I know
walk
that.
in and will curse them out. They don't.
I've
wanna
got so
sell
many
to-
links now. I can buy another
Yeah.
Rolex.
They don't want to sell to.
Don't
to
sell
people.
them. Whatever you do,
They wanna-
don't sell them.
I got 16 links now out of my watches. So, yeah.
You pinch some links there.
Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up.
Thanks for
you
inviting
guys
us
for
on,
coming.
Arch. Good to be with
So-
you,
You,
Tim.
you are welcome.
Great show.
Mr.
Oh,
432 is here. See, people like this
Thanks,
come in, they'll
guys.
buy
Great
anything.
show.
They'll
Thank
buy
you.
anything.
I
Thanks,
had
guys.
to jump in because like I get so sick and tired of hearing all of these conspiracy theories about 80s selling to the gray market and selling out the back door. That may be the case in limited, on a limited basis in places like Australia, in the UK, in the Middle East. That does not happen in widespread case. Like in, for example, in the United
It's
States.
rampant in Australia. You just don't tire of a Grail watch in 3 weeks and decide to sell it and have multiple. There's even flippers in Australia that have multiple brand new watches. They will have a Batman and a Batman Returns, right? Asking 39,000 for them, brand new, stick it up. The same seller, 2 of them. It just yeah.
Obviously, some of the loyal customers, some of the VIPs, also take advantage of their status and end up flipping, right?
It's a goddamn travesty. That's what it is.
Hold on a second. The overwhelming majority of Rolexes end up in the hands of Rolex-loving end users, okay? A massive, overwhelming majority. Maybe 5% overall of all the watches and maybe 10 or 15% of the hot models end up getting flipped immediately into the secondary channel. But so, I mean,
Pay the
we're
piper.
talking
Pay the
about-
piper.
I'm sorry?
Pay the piper.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, look, the thing is
you haven't
this.
been watching Archie long enough. You don't know what pay the piper
Gray
means.
market.
Who is this newbie? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, he's got a platinum day date.
Ooh.
He's bought enough. What other garbage did you have to buy, Mr. 3432?
And that's another misnomer, Archie, is that you have to buy garbage, stuff that you don't want, stuff from other brands in order to get offered great pieces. That is another complete.
He's a Rolex
fallacy.
plant, Sov. He's a Rolex plant.
Absolutely
the
not.
Rolex
That-
puts marketing people
Yeah.
out here.
Absolutely
Diego's a
not.
plant. As far as I'm concerned, there is not a Rolex shortage. All of these dealers, in their back office safe, they have a safe full of Daytonas, Submariners, GMTs. It's all there. It's there.
Well,
it's
we
just,
want to know your AD, and we all want to support him because we're all
New York ADs are no secret. They're the best ADs in the world. It's Vempe, Watches of Switzerland, and Bucherer. And they operate with the highest level of integrity and the highest level of trying
Okay,
to...
now that we've had a bit of comedy, I'm gonna shut the show off. Okay? There's only so much bullshit. There's only so much bullshit I can handle in one day, and my limit, after having Tim's circular logic and now out and out lies,
Archie,
I'm
the
sorry.
reality is that Rolex
I'm
delivers
sorry.
about 15,000 pieces every single week globally, okay? There's no way a vast majority of 15,000 pieces are going into the secondary market on a regular basis. That would mean that hundreds of millions of dollars on
just
a monthly basis would happen.
14,300.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for your support. I'll be back
Conspiracy
tomorrow.
theory. Doesn't exist.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Yeah,
Just
where's
no
Santa?